exact spot that we're currently at because the server crashed while saving.
Yes.
Which was the little goblin camp around an obelisk with like a single big eye with a lot of like bloody handprints or something on it. It was weird. And I believe a ghost appeared and addressed our good old one of our good old dwarfs, whose name has just disappeared. And I'm sorry, Valky, but Beldas, that's his name?
Beldas, yeah.
There we go.
Forgesworn.
Who was addressed by the womanly ghost. And I think she actually addressed most of us, sort of appearing to know a lot about our characters that even the others didn't know about, or at least hinting at it. Had a little talk, and I believe that was basically that. Afterwards, we explored more of the dungeons, going east through the passage that appeared to be dug out, like with pickaxes and stuff, into the rock, which then reconnected to more dungeon pieces, which seemed to be strewn about almost like haphazardly in a sense. Weird. It's probably a mad wizard who did it. That would explain a lot, actually. As is the case for most of this dungeon, all of it, I guess. In a little cupboard in one of the dungeon parts, we found another member of that adventuring party that had headed down here before us, whose name escapes me. He was hiding in there, sort of crying out for help and making noise in general because his door was besieged by a bunch of tentacled worms. I'm having real trouble with names. The like Grix, yes. There were like 5 of those, who we quickly dispatched and helped the guy out, who was thankful but also hiding stuff from us, as he had found in a hatch in the little cupboard a spellbook that he was hesitant to, hand over. I think we deserve, some gratitude from him for saving him. And eventually we coaxed that out of him.
God.
What have you done, man?
I'm in the wrong layer and poking around.
The world shifts beneath our feet.
Continue. Sorry.
All right. We helped him out, had a little talk. It appears that, he was a coward who was hiding in the cupboard while everything went wrong, and I don't know what his plan was, but it had to involve us, otherwise he would have probably just starved while being besieged by Griggs or something, who knows. We helped him out. We relieved him of some of his possessions, as was our right, and then sent him off to, go back upstairs and rethink his life choices. Then we went down the southern passage here and found a secret door into a very peculiar room in which sat, I believe, on the ceiling, a upside-down throne with like a mummified huge Minotaur on it. Yes. The eyes covered in rubies and a lot of like debris weirdly sticking to the ceiling. And after some investigation, we discovered that gravity seemed to be like sort of reversed on the ceiling. And some finessing later, those rubies that once covered the Minotaur's eyes were covering our pockets instead, without really, having too much trouble. There was another one of those big Gricks in here that we dispatched earlier. Was quite scary, honestly, but we did well. And after that, we followed more of the passage and explored the rest of this little section. And eventually started heading back. On our way back, however, through one of the big double doors, burst... Actually, no, first we went down here, actually. We explored some more areas and didn't find much except peculiar, very, very clean hallways for some odd reason. The reason that we eventually walked into almost was a gelatinous cube that chased us for a bit. That we melted and destroyed, never to be seen again, I'm sure. And on our way back then to the surface, through a big set of double doors that we had to go through, burst a construct, one of those shield guardians as we've also seen upstairs. Doing weird gestures, apparently attempting to cast spells or something, but failing at it and just looking ridiculous most of the time, really. It didn't seem to have any hostile intent, just defending itself, and we didn't really engage with it too much. It left us alone, and part of the party, which was Snapping Branch and our good old Minotaur, decided to chase it a bit to see what it was up to. It walked through a bunch of the area towards the goblin camp, where it started cleaning. And at that point, I think, were like, all right, sure, and decided to head up before, monsters repopulated the place and cut off our way of escape or something. So we met a construct janitor, I suppose. And that was that, I believe.
Yeah.
I can't believe I missed a cube. I'm so sad.
Yeah, well. Yeah, so your tokens are reset back to what they were at the beginning of last session, so I don't think any particularly large changes happened, so...
We double slept, I think, no?
And you have had 2 long rests, so you are all...
Back up to full.
Back up to full, yes.
Nice.
Yes, indeed.
Wait,
Yeah,
when you say our tokens are reset, what do you mean?
Like,
Exactly.
They're at the state they were at the beginning of last session.
Oh, bollocks, jeez, much stuff.
On
Alright.
that,
Mhm.
Jonas, I have a request, just a small one, really.
Unless you save your own token at the end of last session.
But could we get a like a token property for hit dice
I reckon.
thing called hit dice, so I can keep them in there. It's kind of messy to keep it in notes. I want to make sure that my token.
Oh, let's see. How do we do this again? We do this by the current
Edit
hit
campaign property.
bar.
Click one, add a line that says hit dice, and then update. Doesn't even have to show, like nothing fancy, just I ever so want it.
Nothing fancy. At least Grimmin doesn't hear, so he can't disparage you from adding stuff back to us.
Yeah, I know, right? I've been waiting.
Waiting for it to not be here so you can ask.
Ridiculed and attacked.
Yeah.
Let's try now.
Wait, do I have hit dice? I have hit dice. Excellent. Thank you. And I can keep track of them manually there.
Let me check something. Yes. Yeah. So let's say like this. I think for now, let's try this out. If anyone has a comfortable or better living standard at the yawning portal,
Mhm.
who would that be?
I do.
Think I do.
I don't think Snapping Branch would actually rest at the Yawning Portal since she has her home in the city as well. But her living standard would definitely be far beyond comfortable.
I am far beyond comfortable.
It's so expensive, but I'm sticking to it.
Which one are you running, Sheep?
At the highest one.
Aristocratic.
That's
Yeah.
like
gold
stupid
a day.
expensive.
10 gold a day.
Jesus.
So far it's worked.
All right, sure. Well, anyone who's living comfortably or better at the Yawning Portal can add half a hit die as temporary hit points after having had a long rest at the Yawning Portal.
Oh.
Enriched or rolled?
Averaged.
Oh, okay.
Yorgos feeling good. A barbarian hit die.
If you live wealthy, you can I think roll a hit die. I think that'll be fine. And then if you are aristocratic, you get 1 hit die of temporary hit points.
The max value.
Yeah,
Mhm.
max value.
All right. Cool.
I believe I paid like 10 gold. How?
That's modest. So
how
below
no,
comfortable.
there was like a. We did this at the beginning.
Yeah, so he paid
It was
10
like,
days. 10 gold would be 1 gold per day. That is your modest lifestyle, which is
that is
below
modest.
comfortable.
Yes.
1 gold per day.
gold
Well,
per day
comfortable.
is
What's that one?
2 per
gold
day.
Yeah,
2 gold.
I remember
Okay.
2 gold.
I paid ahead for 10 days, but I actually admit I better begin keeping track of the days here. So
Yeah. I think. Let me think here. I think we are on day.
I mean, basically it's 2 gold per rest. Yeah.
Yes, pretty much. I
Mhm.
believe we are on day 5 or 6 at this point.
Okay.
Okay. So I have.
Yep,
We'll see.
that sounds about right. Looking at the lack of money I have.
Yep.
I mean, the 10
Uh,
gold per day is pretty hardcore.
Yes.
Very hardcore.
Then again,
get
at the
a-
moment
get a-
we could actually last fairly decently on that. So
Got like
maybe at some
servants
point
to
I'll get like
pay and-
servant to scrub his back instead of a long brush. You know.
I will add a little thing here, I think.
You know, if Snapping Branch would downgrade her living standard, she'd have to like fire her janitors.
The butler, the gardener, not the gardener.
They'd be out of a
Poor
job.
Samwise
That,
gonna get
that's
another job.
terrible.
The third maid would have to go?
Yeah, I mean,
The maid needs a maid. I mean, I'm not a barbarian.
Obviously.
Apologies.
Oh.
What of the butler's mansion?
I need like a doorman for my mansion and the museum.
There's 17 hunting dogs.
Secretary to keep track of. No, you wouldn't.
There is a scroll in the portal.
Oh, jump, get it. Someone dropped it.
What does the scroll mean?
I think it's resting.
There's hover scrolls. Ambient. Oh, okay, that scroll's just music. Speaking of which,
That scroll is just music.
scroll is just music.
The music of the yawning portal.
Why do you do this? Everything.
Why do you do this?
What you do?
Why do this?
Not how it's supposed to be, stupid everything.
If you put it in notes and make it an object, when we click it, it should display it.
Yeah, I know.
Keep remembered.
There's finagling that needed to be done here. I will update this.
That's fair.
As we go along, but for now, yeah, because I think that's fair. It behooves you to pay for living decently enough. And if you go the little extra mile, you get something a little extra for it. Which I think is fine.
Good.
Yes.
I suppose. Sorry.
Yes, Taerin will send word that his business is taking longer than usual, and that the party should not feel obliged to wait for him, that he will either catch up or meet them back up here once he is back.
Oh,
From the
fight
business
new party if we never come back.
Yeah, exactly.
All right. I mean, Yorgos is not feeling like we've been 2 days here of resting and recuperating, but you know, he's here. He's got nothing better to do, really.
Yes.
But he's probably not the person who's going to push for us to rush down immediately.
Well, Beldas has been getting quite impatient and will noticeably actually say so that despite Taerin's absence, that he really feels like they should at least go down today. It has been
And
2 days.
considering our recent successes so far, there can't be that many dangers on the first level left, which means even if we're missing Taerin, we can just do some bookkeeping, map out the last few areas and such.
Yeah, it's not just there are those vampires down there, you know. The
Hmm.
goblins used to be afraid of them, so
They were just goblins, afraid of everything. Probably.
I mean that's true.
Certainly true.
Well, if Yorgos doesn't know exactly why, but he does feel like if he sticks to Beldas, things are going to go well for him in the future. So, you know, that seems to be a good place to be.
There we go then.
In the 2 days that they've been resting, Beldas has petitioned Day to remove the curse of the sword upon him and also dispose of it for a sum of gold, which he has paid full.
Yes.
So
He
he's
will
no
do so.
longer
How
one-handed.
much gold?
90.
God damn.
Hmm.
You know, tomorrow he's going to go down there and put it back.
I bet,
Yes, I'll pay you now 30 gold to put it back where you found it.
That's a business model.
Sure is.
Unscrupulous business.
I would normally, have accept that costs 100 gold piece focus, which I will probably never get to a point where I can do that because everything will be cursed and I have to pay to get rid of it.
You know, it's
you
the first.
did at the 74 something gold pieces I mentioned, right?
Yeah, that's gone. That's all gone.
At least now, no one else will find that thing and get stuck in it.
Well, yes.
Done
I will be
something.
more careful in the future.
Save adventurers for generations. Of course, when we're done with this place, no one will ever have to go back. Except
True.
for putting plaques where our greatest moments occurred.
There you go.
Mm-hmm.
Gonna be
Maybe
a
there'll be a tour.
Remind me, what's the costs again incurred going up and down? Is it one up down or is it only one when you go up, like gold
Leave
pieces?
down
wise?
is free.
What? Down is 3.
Yeah, down is free.
Free.
as of
FREE.
nothing.
Yeah,
It's
as
one
in
gold to
nothing.
get up. You pay nothing to go down.
Oh, sorry. I thought you guys were saying 3, not
No,
3. My
no.
bad.
No.
I was like, what the hell? Extortion. Okay. Yeah, sure.
I don't know. It's the extortion is only charging for getting people up.
True.
I feel like.
Yeah, no, that's why.
Oh, you don't have money? You can somewhere find some down there. Just push on. Just continue.
Alright, well, let's go down.
Let's go down.
All right. You may copy your tokens and spirit them down into the dungeon.
Into the
Yes.
heart of the dungeon.
Just gaming.
Distant parts of the earth.
Gammy Dog is ready to go down into the dungeon of the Mad Mage. Day.
Sure is.
I've had that mirror.
Yeah, perhaps we
Vampire
should
mirror.
Yeah, let's check it out.
call that
Vampires
mirror.
on mirror.
I really want to go and deal with those vampires. I feel like, you know,
In what way do you want to deal with them?
Hmm?
How do you want to deal with them?
well, as I figured, they probably have extorted a lot of people down here. So, if we were to liberate some of that gold, that would pay for.
Belda scratches his head and says, well, I don't know if conventional laws apply down here, but I would agree with you on morals. They're not the best type.
We'll have to
Yes.
kill them.
And as far as
though
I'm
I'm not
concerned,
entirely opposed.
they've decided to become a part of this dungeon, which means all the same rules apply.
I would not fight them if they throw themselves in the dust and give us whatever we demand, but if they do not,
Well, that's as reasonable as I could supposedly accept. Let's go then.
besides, I think it was where those other... Did the other party ever come up? Like,
No.
no? It was where they were supposedly heading.
Wait,
You
did
think
that guy return, like, safely?
Callum, I mean, if you inquire, Durnan will tell you that yes, Callum the Weasel returned Didn't talk to anybody, just rushed out of the tavern and into the city.
Okay.
That's a good choice.
Right then.
You think
Let's
that the blue thing is still down there?
yeah, let's go to the vampires.
Oh well. Yeah. All right.
Now we know that
There's
there's.
like a secret door over here. Can
Yeah,
you like
there's a
knock on
secret
that or
door.
like punch it a little bit?
Mhm.
Like poke it?
You can access it, certainly.
Shortcut.
It would be a thieves' tools dexterity check to do so. You would have advantage.
I can do that for you, Yorgos.
Oh, he's just getting ready to charge it with his shoulder.
Oh, 29.
29.
Yes. The door clicks open.
It is open.
With that
Ah.
roll, you can even decide if you want to like keep
Leave it open. I mean, at this point, why not?
Sure.
As you like
Can I
click
have
it
light?
open, you hear footfalls like quickly retreating away.
Beldas runs after them.
Yes. Sure.
Run, dwarf!
Where?
Light my halberd.
It's
You
from
must.
here.
He's running. Like, can you not catch up?
Yeah, no.
Maybe
I
it's
mean,
this. Okay, well,
You're not that fast as a dwarf. I'm sorry to say, they are faster than you.
I am
but-
fast.
However, the door is not quite closed up here, and it's like hanging ajar. The caltrop square is still there, sort of, but they have been pushed away into the side. That there's some blood like around there, as if someone stepped on it. But yeah, you can rush like straight ahead here, certainly.
Oh, hammer, watch over me.
There you go.
Amazing.
Alright,
let's not
as
walk
you
on the caltrop square.
charge- No, the caltrop square is no problem for
Okay.
It is no more.
It is pathetic.
Yeah, Beldas and Yorgos in step with each other. We bash in the door.
Yep,
Yes.
you charge in.
Okay, what's in
Who
there?
looks like they've just been running?
Well, as you charge in, one of them is like, "Blair, welcome to." Oh, kill them! Kill them! They've seen too much.
All right.
Roll initiative.
time.
We'll go to initiative. Yeah, no.
Alright.
Next session when
It seems it was this quote unquote vampire who ran up to Count Cranach. He was like, "Oh my lord, it's they're coming!" And
Now it's
everyone was like,
self-defense.
and everyone was like scrambling to get into position to do the extortion thing, but then they sort of recognized. And it's like, ugh, it's you idiots.
Hey, us idiots. I rolled a 19 on my initiative roll.
I roll fuck all as usual.
Oh, pretty well. I don't actually remember my bonus, but 21 is pretty good.
21 seems good.
Maybe like a +2 or something.
No, my spells are gone. Okay,
Spells are gone.
some of them. It's
Old
fine.
token.
Fix
Did
it.
you not save the token?
I wasn't there at the end of last session.
Oh.
Remember?
Eleran Moonstar. You hear the blare. Oh,
I mean,
kill them.
I don't know if I can even see them right now, but
You elf.
I know that they're there. So.
I mean, Yorgos is light. You can see him.
There's a lot of them too.
Excuse me, pardon me, don't
What are
mind
they
me.
armed with? What are they
Well,
drawing?
they seem to have like fangs and claws and stuff, and that's like supposedly what they will probably threaten you with. But you can see they seem to mostly honestly be wearing like swords and like light crossbows, stuff like that. Count Cranach is pulling out a dagger and a scimitar. His quote unquote vampires here. They're pulling well basically. So I realized these tokens don't have any stats on them, so I'll change them out. These guys.
Okay.
Let's say that their makeup is not quite on. Oh my lord! Oh.
I need to be put on initiative again as well.
Yes, that's cool.
So which one? So I'm guessing the count looks like the most resplendent. The vampire spawn less equipped than the vampires.
They seem to be equally equipped. Yeah,
Equally equipped. Okay.
just that some have more impressive makeup than others, really.
Should I kill the count?
Yeah,
Or-
elves shooting things that don't have shields, go for it. I learned this is a good thing.
All right. I will cast Zephyr Strike as I run in.
Oh, I made a mistake. That's okay.
And I will.
Pretend. I'm sorry. I
No,
am
it's fine.
not quite prepared. It seems. These two.
Mhm.
Pretend that they are actually the vampires like looking, because that's sort of what they
Yeah.
actually look like. They actually have the makeup on, while the others are the ones that are sort of feeling it.
Okay.
But this guy's, yeah.
All right.
I'm still gonna shoot the count. I think.
You're gonna shoot the count. All right then.
Yep.
Yes, well.
Does a 13 hit?
A 13 does not hit Count Cranach.
There's a 26 and a 21.
Yes.
Then 33 damage.
That's a lot of damage that bow.
And then I will move out the way for you guys.
Wonderful.
Plenty of room for you.
Good.
Yeah.
Yes.
And I'm,
Gloomstalker gets huge bonuses on their first turn in initiative. That is why
Yeah.
he's doing shit ton.
yeah, I do like double damage, advantage, extra damage. It's a whole thing.
Ambusher.
No
Yeah.
restraint. Yep.
And now I'm gonna go drive. I hate this so much,
All right. Bye.
but I'll be back. Just try to remember to drag the camera around.
I'll just attack with
Yorgos.
Zephyr Strike, right? Shoot the bow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, just normal longbow.
Okay.
Just the longbow
Alright.
button will do.
Yorgos sees that there's a lot of enemies here. Beldas is here, and there's no one else who's like really sort of front-lining. So I think he's gonna see this, and these people. He gave them a chance. Like last time he was here, he talked to them. He said like, you don't have to live here in this dungeon. You don't have to be monsters. So at this point, he feels like they have kind of chosen this life, and so it's okay to just. So he's gonna rage here. I think he's not gonna be.
Yep.
We're gonna use a rage. And then it's a swift action, so we'll just move over to this guy and try to get him.
All right.
Albert.
That is a hit.
Right, there's another one.
That is
And because he's raging, yeah,
That last
5
one is
extra.
a miss, unfortunately.
Okay, well, 5 on the first one.
5 on the first one.
11
for
damage.
11. All right.
We'll try to just bash him with the butt of it.
Oh god. It's 19 damage. All right. So as Yorgos lay into this bandit, it like cuts in. He sees like the vampire skin like crack and pop and just melt away horrifically in front of him. And instead,
Oh god.
a
so they
hideous
changed-
creature emerges.
Oh, well, it gets cut down. What a monster! Oh.
Sorry,
it
And
is.
then we'll move,
It is a hideous monster. Yes.
I love this.
let's move over here behind.
It is-
Just taking cover here behind the statue.
It is gray and like spidery with no real facial features. It has long like claw-like arms that like scythe out against him as he rushes past. And there is just absolute malice in the eyes of this creature.
Mhm. What a freaking monster! Yeah, that's it.
Okie doke. It is this guy. Well, he. There's an angry Minotaur over there, so we need to do something about that. I move here, try to shoot at Yorgos. Yorgos has cover from this, however. All right, this unexpected error because range attacks for some reason in this is broken. All right.
It's not broken. You just have to edit macro and remove the at.
Yeah, that's currently that's broken.
Alright.
That is a miss. This guy will sneak out here. And he wants to use a crossbow on Yorgos.
Bastard.
No. That is not happening. This guy here. And shoot Yorgos. No.
There's so many of them.
Ah! It's a bear! Oh! This one moves up here on the corner. It's like, and swings a scimitar at Beldas. That's a miss.
That's a miss. Beldas has a shield up, by the way, just for reference.
Yes.
I
Beldas.
should- This thing. Alright. Beldas looks at this vampire spawn, tuts at it. He will. Let me just think here. Ranged attacks don't give disadvantage as long as I'm attacking the one threatening me, right?
That's correct.
Okay. Well, first of all, with the shield out, he'll just let go of his hammer in his hand, let it fall to the ground.
Okay.
With his free hand, he'll point at Yorgos as the shield glows with divine radiance and cast Shield of Faith on him as a bonus action. So Yorgos now has a +2 to his AC. And with that same free hand, it'll burst into flame, as he will first. Yeah, he'll fire a firebolt right into the face of this vampire spawn,
Okay.
point blank. That's probably a miss.
A miss, yeah.
It's fine.
Good damage, though. Jesus Christ.
Feels the magic and knows now he is invincible.
To
The
fix it,
fake-
actually, it's not right.
No
Beldas
need to defend
Forgesworn.
himself anymore. Magic will
Exactly.
do it.
Sorcery will do it.
Right, what else can he do? Bonus action spell, bonus action cantrip, or standard action cantrip. He's done.
This moves up here and tries to shoot at Yorgos. No. Not anymore. Not with the holy auras and whatever surging around. Stepping branch.
Alright, vampire. She is gonna gingerly dodge the remaining Caltrops here.
Yep.
Go here and stab this vampire. 22
That's a hit.
for 7 and a sneak attack. Does Beldas still threaten?
What do I need to have in definition to threaten? I mean, I can opportunity attack with my fist, so
It depends the wording of sneak attack. I think
I believe it's an adjacent ally.
Yeah.
Oh, it might be an adjacent ally, in which case it doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter. No.
Alright. Just check.
Sneak attack. You don't
If
need
another enemy of the target is within 5 of it, which it is,
Yeah.
so that counts.
So technically, if there was a three-way battle, you could sneak attack with.
sure.
My enemy's enemy is my friend. So 15 piercing damage.
Uh-huh. Yes, well, that sticks the so-called vampire spawn and it gurgles to the ground.
Is it actually a vampire spawn, or is it one of the
No.
other things?
No, it is quite obviously when you stick it a human, like wearing a wig and fangs
Oh.
and some blood like draped
Oh,
like
no.
across the face.
Oh no.
Pale monster thing.
All right.
And then with that done, she'll move in a bit. Let's actually move like here, peek around the corner. There you go. That'll be a turn.
All right then. Count Cranach. He will point towards Yorgos and say, "Surround him! Don't let him get to me!"
Oh, you better believe I'm gonna get you.
We'll get over here. And let's see here. We will ready an action. That's what. Alright, so this guy will also now shed his mortal coil and turn into a doppelganger. It's useless to resist. Okay, there. Alright. Doppelganger will surge forward. They are pretty fast, these guys. Move here.
I'll take my attack opportunity.
Yep.
Should use the rage one.
There's a hit. Yep. Contact. Count of one. We'll move like this and try to slam Yorgos.
Trapped in here with me.
Yes, with his meaty clawy fists. Whap, whap.
Holy defense.
18. No, that misses. Gosh.
Morden protects. I can just do it quickly. Alright. Eleran will pop out here. Shoot. I mean, I could pick off the doppelgangers, I guess, or just pick off the normal
I'll
spawn.
take care of the doppelgangers.
Alright, shoot a vampire spawn 1. We're there with the longbow.
Yep.
That's a crit. So, let me just roll again for damage, I guess.
Well, I don't do the dice, right?
Yes, the dice.
True. What's the dice? Let me
4
check.
extra
A
damage.
D8.
D8. Yeah, so 4 extra damage then.
Total of 12.
Oh, that is enough to kill the unfortunate sod.
On the first one, and then the second one
Yeah.
will go to the one behind Cranach, which would be a 22 will cover
Yep. That's a
for
hit.
10 piercing. Alright, and he will go back out here.
Okay.
Probably more.
Fergus.
Well, number 2 is wounded, so we will just continue to unleash fruit. Now I will do what Yorgos does when this happens. He'll attack recklessly, giving himself advantage and enemies advantage.
All right then.
So let's see against Doppelganger 2 here. Does any of those hit? 22, 23?
Yes, they both hit.
Right. Does if the first one hits, then it is a total of 21 damage.
Yep. 1 damage on a doppelganger.
If that doesn't kill him, then he also gets the next 13.
Yes. 13
Nice.
damage on the doppelganger.
Oh, he's a tough bastard. All right,
Yes, they are
I'll
tough
try to
bastards.
give him the. Oh, that's a crit. Bring it up.
Get his eye.
Smack at him. Do I have anything for crits yet? I do not. All right, so it's one extra die. The I believe it's a D4, so not overly exciting, but 3, so it's 10 damage. Well, that'll do it then.
That did it, yeah.
That's,
Beaten down. Pretty
Cut.
good.
Blast of holy smiting. The foe hammer. Fighting with him as he then brings up the thing. Maybe like sees that he's like as he falls back, and then it screams as he then brings up and smacks its temple with the butt of the halberd. While turning to the other thing and just roaring at it.
Jeez. Well, the halberd is like slick with the thin, oily, viscous thing.
Mhm.
It's blood, you know. It's
Yeah.
horrific. Absolutely horrific. Vampire spawn. Well, this is all going a bit problematic. Go here and shoot at Yorgos with a crossbow. Yes, that's what we do. Nope.
He's advantage.
Advantage.
Oh yeah.
Everyone does.
No.
He shoots himself in the face.
Oh, is this loaded?
He's pointed it the wrong way, and he shoots
He's trying
himself.
to hide behind the other guy. So.
Yeah, that's true.
Well, the other guy is like, fuck it. Like, we need to get in here, do business to this guy.
Well, then he will get his attack opportunity.
Oh, great. That's a hit.
6
Nice.
damage.
Blah! It was not,
Turn
ready for this,
That's why
unfortunately.
jaw goes off.
Yeah, he's like, I'll get it. Blah! Knocked out.
Just good to yours.
Beldas.
Take names.
Well, he'll pick up his warhammer. He'll walk up to Count Cranach. Actually, walk here. Let's see here. What can I do? Counterwise. All right. This concentration. I can't do that. All right. A cantrip. He will use a green flame blade when attacking. So he'll make a melee attack with his warhammer.
Mm-hmm.
15.
15 is just ahead.
Okay. So because of it, he takes the normal attack damage and then 1d8 fire. So I need to check how much warhammer does. Sorry, I don't normally attack, so I have it here though.
8, maybe?
1d8 bludgeoning. So I'll do one. I'll roll 1d8 twice for the fire. Bludgeoning separately. So 5 bludgeoning, 1 fire.
Yeah, 6 damage.
And he will beckon Snapping Branch to come as he like fends off the count here with his warhammer. He is still concentrating on the shield spell though, on Yorgos.
I will say that you did drop the warhammer on the ground, as I recall.
Yeah, I said I picked it up as my object, like free object interaction.
Okay.
The material component for the cantrip is a weapon, so I can use my weapon hand for that.
It's a little bit closer. Shoots the crossbow at Beldas. No.
Vampires known for their crossbow skills.
Not really. Snapping Branch.
Snapping Branch is gonna go here and stab this guy for a 10.
That's a miss.
Well, that is disappointing. She's gonna offhand swipe with her dagger. 22.
That's a hit.
Nice.
Sneak attack.
Oh my god, that's so much damage.
I mean, this edition really made rogues want to have two like dual wielding. Like, really.
Yeah.
I mean, I have a lot of things I can do with my bonus action. One of them is an offhand attack to try to trigger a sneak attack, but now I can't disengage freely, so that's which is fine. However, she's just gonna stay here.
All right then.
You'll be fine.
Count Cranach. Like he is huffing and wheezing. He's been bludgeoned, shot, but god damn it, if he can't at least get to this like wily cat lady that's stabbing and like twisting his wounds, he will not have that. So he will lay into her with a flurry of attacks.
Oh no.
He has a multi attack, which means he does 3 attacks. 2 with scimitar and 1 with his dagger. So scimitar first and Snapping Branch.
First one's a hit.
Yeah, 5 damage, and the dagger.
She's gonna use her reaction to half the damage there.
Missing the dagger. Sure.
So
So
3,
she'll
2.
3 or 2, Jonas.
Let's say 3 for now.
All right. She will take no damage whatsoever because her lifestyle has prepared her for this.
He's very well rested.
Yeah. You just look at it in your like the cut and you're like, whatever.
1. Well, we just have to slam this guy. Keep slamming him, really.
It has event.
Yes.
He's not protecting himself at all. He's just
Slam and slam. So
hits
22 and 21 then.
both hit, but I'm raging, so I take half damage from
8 bludgeoning in total then.
that. Eat up my temp hit points. 2 of my options.
Alright, this guy gone. Eleran.
Alright, Eleran will fly out the door with his elephant speed. Yeah, I shoot at the count. Actually, maybe I should. No, he'll go a bit further and shoot the spawn at the back there. 3. We'll
Okay.
take these out. 27 for the first one.
That's it.
25 for the other, so 11 total.
11 total.
Cool. Stay here behind the cover of his good friends.
Alright, Yorgos.
Oh, there's a foe next to him, and he will do what he does. Playing a halberd with advantage.
2 hits.
That is 10. Bunch of damage, and we'll just do the bonus one too. 10, 18, 33.
Hmm.
Oh,
Nice.
Doppelganger's hanging on. Spawn. This is not going well. Remember spawn.
No escape.
Move away from here. Beldas.
Just check something here. All right. Beldas will drop his oh, hold on. Let me just check here. It's fucking semantic stuff here. Verbal semantic. All right, he's gonna drop his Warhammer again because great. On the ground. All right, he'll drop his concentration on the shield, but then he will cast Whole Person. He will upcast it, so he will target Count Cranach and the Doppelganger to his left, holding out his two hands. They will need to make a Wisdom saving throw. The DC is it 14 or is it higher than that? It is 14. 14.
Oh yes, give me that
14.
sneak attack auto crit.
Sorry, wisdom?
Wisdom on both.
He
He fails. Doppelganger?
So this was whole person.
Yeah. So are these humanoids?
Well, this is a question. Check.
They look like
They
humanoids.
are monstrosities.
Okay, so it doesn't work.
No, you don't
Okay.
have to have upcasted in that case.
Well, if it doesn't work, oh, so it only doesn't work on the doppelganger.
Yeah,
It still works on-
doppelganger is a monstrosity, so he's immune. But
Oh, yeah, yeah,
Cranach, is definitely held.
Yeah, I'll keep that then. Bella's a bit confused, but
actually
spell
vampire.
takes hold.
It's actually
That is actually quite useful that he does not upcast that. Let me just get rid of that spell slot. All right. Well, Sovereign Majesty's Count Cranach freeze into place in front of him. Her and him. Yeah. Beldas is given her free reign.
What does it look like?
I feel like it's he casts like runic chains that kind of just envelop him and just stop him from moving, like a magical trap in a sense.
Mm-hmm.
And it just restricts his movement. He cannot move at all. He can still look around, whatever, but like he just can't. His eyes move, but nothing else can, I guess. And he probably looks promptly terrified, I'm sure.
Yes, no, this is not what he wanted at all.
And now that he's paralyzed, I believe he cannot take any opportunity attacks, correct?
He cannot, no.
Alright, you still get your sneak attack now anyway?
Yes, if I have advantage, I get sneak attack.
Okay, so Beldas is gonna retreat, keeping concentration, and beside his friend Eleran here. And
Okay.
end his turn. His Warhammer is left behind, so he can't pick it up anymore.
My postpones the stepping brush.
Time to sneak attack this count to death. Oh, it's a crit. So first of all, that is doubled. Actually, that's not true. That would be
So that's
8, and then sneak attack crit. So 25.
Right to the throat.
25.
I feel a little bad for this guy. But not
Yeah, he doesn't really say anything. He just like the dagger cuts in and he just, bleeds and then like just crumbles to the floor.
That's what you get for trying to exploit hapless adventurers.
A dagger to the stomach will do it.
Oh yeah.
when the ultra rich comes into your society.
Yes.
I'm not trying to.
When the fabulously wealthy.
I don't need the money, but I want it.
She does need the money. You have no idea. Being rich is expensive.
She's a job creator.
Being rich is expensive. That's true. Money in, money out. That's the Branch family motto.
Mhm.
Doppelganger 1.
Do it. Come on.
His only chance is to kill Yorgos and get out of here.
That'll work. Okay, no, that both of those miss actually,
Wow. He's,
even without the shield.
oh boy. Not the day for doppelgangers. Eleran.
take care of the fleeing vampire spawn, I imagine.
Is there one fleeing? Oh, up there. Sure. How fast can you move?
He is pretty quick. 35. running.
35. Okay. Well. Uh,
Yeah,
Can you
that's
see
gonna be
him?
statues in the way.
Can you see him from
There.
here?
Yes.
All right. Shoot.
Hmm.
Probably missed the first one.
Of
22 for
course it
7.
Yeah, 7 is it.
All right.
And Eleran really is like really good at hitting. Just
He has a +1 longbow, courtesy of Beldas.
plus
Very
10
good.
is pretty damn good. Yeah, I mean, just we'll do what we do. Smack. Smack. That looks like a crit on that second one.
Oh dear. Yeah,
We have
that
another-
that will kill. It'll kill him. He's dead.
Oh no.
Absolutely dead.
Well, I'm still raging, so let's use that raging to
As Yorgos barrels down, just
screaming.
yeah, the vampire spawn in quotation marks shrieks in horror. It's like, no, no, leave me alone! Oh my god, it's a Minotaur! Oh my god! He runs screeching down the corridor, seemingly screaming, "Mistress, mistress, help!"
Okay.
Yes.
Well, Beldas doesn't see any chance in hell of him catching up to him, so he will just casually walk over here and inspect Count Cranach and any belongings he might have had on him.
Yes, we will do that. Snapping branch.
So no chance of catching up. You see, that sounds like a
A challenge.
challenge.
Mm.
She's quick. She's gonna try. First of all, she's a Tabaxi, means she can have crazy bursts of speed, which she will use right here.
Mm-hmm.
So she can move 60 with a single move action.
Yes.
Then, as a bonus action, she's gonna dash to move
Yeah.
60 again.
Yes. Well.
Oh, and then as an action, you can move again too.
I could, but
It's like 180 feet.
ideally I'd like to stab him. That's not enough.
A dagger will kill him. I hit him once.
Not to hit the stomach from
Eleran
the
hit him
back,
once.
but
I mean, I can try a dagger throw. That might do the trick.
Yeah.
Or just move next to him, in front of him.
You could.
Actually, that'd be funny. Let's do that. Standard action to dash again.
Yes.
Naruto wall run, and
Be
then
like,
Do a
yeah.
matrix wall flip. Like. Yeah. No. He sees snapping branch and just stops. He drops his weapons and holds up his hands. And, mercy, please.
She like put a finger to her lips and be like, shh.
Well, he has no intention of fighting or fleeing anymore. He sees himself being pretty dead here. So we can end the combat if you like.
Yeah, she'll basically point back towards where the rest of her party is, sort of encouraging him to move back that way, quietly.
And move very slowly. Oh my god! I mean, yeah, sure. Yorgos comes around the corner. The vampire is being held up by a snapping branch here. Now is the perfect time to strike.
no, actually no.
She'll like gesture immediately for Yorgos to just, stop.
Oh no,
Abort.
Yorgos looks in his mad fury as he screams and much, but then he sort of stops and holds himself back and moves down to touch the book. And he remembers that one of the pages has a, if people surrender and become your prisoners, you have to take from them what you desire, but also respect that they surrendered and not it's not a fight anymore, effectively.
Yeah.
And so he breathes out a few cold breaths, lets his rage go, and will sort of fall back to punch a wall or something, just to get the high down.
It's for sure. The wretch has relieved himself out of fear, and will, walk with soiled pants down towards the party.
So what's your name?
Uh, my name is Joseph.
And who exactly were you shouting for just now?
Uh, Mistress Valashtar. She was well together with well these are emotions towards Count Karnak. They were leading the theater group, so to speak. Yes.
What exactly makes the theater group decide, hey, let's go into this deadly dungeon and extort adventurers who want to profit from it?
We were badly reviewed and kicked out of the opera house. Really, we didn't didn't have too many places to go, and you know there was stories about an ancient vampire, you know, living down here, and I don't know, the mistress and the master found the crypt. He sort of motions upward somewhere. I don't know how they get into it and stuff, but they decided that yeah, you use his reputation to scare adventurers. Really, it's worked great so far. Honestly, we can even go out and have a drink sometime.
You really should have seen this possibility coming, but I'm not going to question your life choices. How successful exactly have you been so far?
I mean, we've been here for a month or so. So, decently, I mean, we party pretty hard on the weekends, so.
Well, I'm going to have to assume that you will not be successful any longer after we are done through here, but as far as I'm concerned, if you just very quickly make your way back to the surface, we'll forget this whole thing ever happened.
He knows, oh yeah, oh absolutely, I'll leave, I'll never come back, I don't know, I go back to the farm, I guess. I guess my old man was right, I was never cut out to be an actor. Oh.
Beldas will, while Joseph is talking to Snapping Ranch, Beldas will sneak, as dwarves can not sneak, but sneak nonetheless.
Creep up.
The clonking, and grab Joseph by the arm as high as he can reach.
He shrieks, he's like, oh god!
Relax, you fool! As Beldas will palm a coin quite hard, gripping his hand, pressing it in, looks him hard in the eyes and says, "If I ever see you again," and just leaves that hanging.
He nods. That's the dwarf. That's the cat lady. I would never forget your incredible kindness, my lords. I must say. He like scrapes and bows and like backs off slowly. He's like, oh no, oh, Dad, I'm coming home.
What were these things? Takes one of the doppelgangers. Theater group.
He looks at them. Some sort of shapeshifters. I think they serve the mistress of the master. I don't
What do you
really...
know of the two-headed king?
He blinks and says, I know about the troll cook.
With that, is he big?
He nods. Oh yes.
Where is he?
Well, you sort of need to go through our lair. He sort of motions upwards, and he's off to the right. So we don't really go there. It's quite dangerous, in fact. We've only seen him once or twice. He talks. Well, when he came in, really, he was talking to some old man in a black cape with a lot of eyes on it.
Does that sound familiar to Yorgos?
Yes, that sounds very familiar to Yorgos. It sounds like the old man that picked him up.
Closes his fist and looks down at himself. Looks up again and nods. All right. Now what are you waiting for? Get out of here.
Oh yes! Oh God! Oh help! Oh Jesus!
If I ever see such banditry again.
No, go back to the farm.
fingers.
I promise. Promise, farm. I'll be the kind of farmer.
Oh, that sounded like one of them.
Get him! Rage charge. The wretched vampire bandit slash failed opera singer runs away.
You know, it's hard to act as a vampire when you were opera singer. It's not really
Yeah.
not so related. Just, was there anything over here? I remember there's like a weird way that
yeah.
just sort of links up.
Didn't we go that way before?
Yeah, we.
You see,
Oh.
Oh,
you see a
That's new.
wall.
and some casino chips. What? Hello?
No, there seems to be a lot of old fragile plates stacked up against the wall.
Okay.
Seems like something that would make a ruckus if you opened whatever. He sort of looks a snapping branch as he comes around the corner, just points at it, and goes back here.
Yeah.
A warning, perhaps, if someone tried to force their way through. Yes.
Seems to be the one to note.
Well, she's gonna investigate, gingerly putting the plate aside, trying not to do too much noise.
Sure, she can do a perception as she's like slowly picks through the plates.
A perceptionist. One could say she's an expert at perceiving.
Yes, well, it does seem that Yorgos's assertion was quite correct. Behind the plate seems to be a fairly poorly concealed secret door, and she thinks if the door is opened, it will provide like another entrance to the room, but it would also make an incredible ruckus from these plates as it would like speed them aside.
All right, can she open the door from the side?
Yeah, she can.
And she'll do so.
Door opens up to the little room with another door, a normal door this time.
Amazing.
Yes.
Is this like one of those cupboards with shelves, or just
Yes. Yes. It is.
Ooh.
It is one of these like little cupboards.
She's gonna look around more thoroughly then, see if there's any hatches or hidden compartments and all that stuff.
Certainly, that's another perception check.
Maybe these little cupboards are actually secret door rooms.
Maybe.
Well, that doesn't seem to be in here. There's a lot of dust like moved around. She'd guess that the plates outside probably came from this room.
All right. Well, then she's
But yeah, no further secret hatches or anything can be located.
just gonna open the door.
Yeah, look out into the corridor.
All right. I don't remember if we've been.
You
We
have.
took a look at it. It was just empty, but for
Things can
completionist's
change.
sake, I mean,
You can
Things
certainly
can
take a look.
change.
Oh yeah, that was like. Oh yeah, I remember.
just take a
Well,
look.
Sure.
It's not for me.
Let's just look around here.
Go
Wait.
open this door. For no
Hello.
reason. Oh!
Oh my god, it's hideous!
All right.
Right.
So the mistress's lair is to the north, so I would suggest we go this way
I
first.
would like to have word with this troll cook. Perhaps she should understand how close to the surface he is. You heard the word of Tempest, maybe?
The count, quote unquote, has actually something that Beldas might recognize slightly.
What is it?
In his pocket, he has a small pouch. In it, there's 91 silver pieces
Okay.
and a ring, a dwarven ring, with the Forgesworn crest engraved upon it.
Beldas, I guess when he finds it, he rips it out of the pocket and then looks at it, inspects it. Is it a real? Is it one of
It
the
is-
ones?
It is
With
one
one
of the
ring?
ones. It is one of the clan rings. Yes. Every dwarf of the Forgesworn clan gets one of these rings as he's indicted into adulthood.
Yes. Well, Beldas.
It is not the ring of his prince, so to speak,
Yes.
because that one is more elaborate. But it is one of the rings of the party. He is pretty sure.
Okay. Beldas is a bit quiet. Perhaps he takes a bit too long checking. Palms the ring in his pocket.
Yeah.
Takes a deep breath and then turns around and says, "Well, sorry. What were we doing? Something or other?"
You're going to find and save a troll cook from a horrible mistress.
Beldas cocks half a smile. Says,
Do these people have anything on them? He sort of pokes the thing, vampire spawn, like. Looks for like a wallet or something.
Yeah.
Beldas tosses over the coin purse
Oh,
and says, "Yes," and he also just quickly takes out the ring and says, "One of my own was through here." That
Your
much I
mistress
can
tells us.
ascertain.
And figures that that's good news. If there's more of Beldas down here, then that's going to be
Beldas too. Yes.
fantastic, really.
There is an additional 5 gold on the assembled bandits in various coinage.
Cool.
Elkie, do you want to keep track of?
How do we someone who's keeping track of money?
Grimmeth
Or-
did.
Grimace did.
I will. Yeah, sure. Yeah,
Okay.
no problem.
The account has one more thing. A potion of some sort.
Oh my
Oh.
God, Beldas, what potion? What is it?
That sounds like
You drink
something
it.
you need to identify. With an arcana
Okay.
check.
Oh my
Mhm.
God, let's identify it. He'll guide. Can he guide himself? I'm gonna check this.
I reckon.
One wailing creature. All right, he'll touch his chest and mutter some words to Morden for his guidance and
Moradin's hammer.
inspect. 1d4. 14.
He's pretty sure this is a potion that if you drink it, you will turn into mist for a short time.
Okay.
That sounds like a thing vampires want to do.
Sounds like something you should hoard forever.
It,
Mm.
it is a potion of gaseous form. Works
Okay.
as the third level 3 transmutation spell.
Okay. Thank you. Beldas is like, oh, curious. He will pocket it and say, perhaps this will be saved for a dire moment. It is quite potent
Hmm,
potion.
Something to celebrate with then.
Yes, yes. This is a boon for sure.
Should have Yorgos drink it to turn into mist. Freak him out.
Yeah, this is fine. Yorgos is like, ah, I'm a cloud. That's what dwarf wizards do for their fun. They have them drink potions.
If having
Oh,
match wants to
sure.
go this way, then I suppose.
Yes.
Yes, does Snapping Branch want to go this way?
Yes, she does.
All right, she may go.
Let's go.
That turns.
She will, of course, as usual, attempt to walk quietly. Although, if that is at any point with the dwarf and the Minotaur behind her, is another
We're going to
question.
stay a bit back, I assume.
Yeah. Perhaps
Let's
we'll
go ahead. Let's just
stay
get
together.
back on. Let's go out.
Is there like a lock she can peek through or something on this door?
Yes, there is. It's completely dark inside. She has dark vision, I think.
Yes, 60 feet.
She sees another corridor and another door.
Nice. How about this one?
She sees part of what seems like some sort of sleeping chamber.
Ooh, well, that looks promising. She'll basically go here, gesture to the others to just wait there for a bit, before trying to very, very quietly open this door.
Door opens.
So if anyone is sleeping in there, she does not want to wake them.
The chamber seems to be empty. There are some bedrolls and some cots lying around. There are two battered and rusty oil lanterns also on the floor that would light the chamber, she assumes. There is also a small bundles near each of the beds, probably the bandits' different possessions.
Alright. It's branching so much. It's gone off to the mistress. Opening this door, and hallways like this always seem scary, because why would you have like a tiny hallway if it wasn't to put traps in it or something?
There seems to be water on the floor. Like
Just
small
this?
puddles of water.
Can she spot the source?
They seem to lay there, really.
Is it normal water, or is it...
It seems to be normal water. Seems to be in the shape of feet, actually, when she looks at it. So someone has walked here with wet feet.
from the south or from the north?
From the north.
Alright, well, she's gonna try to peek through this door then.
All right. She peeks through.
Can she hear any activity?
No. It's very silent.
Right, she'll return to the party for a second.
Okay.
And say, This appears to be the living and sleeping areas for the lower ranked members of this artisan group, I suppose. There seems to be no activity. I assume they were all inside. We can explore around here for a bit. However, I'm worrying that whatever mistress was mentioned is already alerted from all the shouting. The more time she has, the more time she has to lay an ambush.
You make a valid point, Snapping Branch. Perhaps we should go up the other side. He like gestures around the corner with his thumb.
The direct route, as it were.
Yes.
She shrugs. I wouldn't be opposed to picking through this stuff first, but I am very curious about this mistress, the supposed crypt, the supposed real vampire. Perhaps it would be good to make sure that we really only run into the mistress and she somehow, out of desperation, doesn't wake an actual real vampire.
Well, given these creatures, and points at the doppelganger, we will never really know until we, well, hit them, I suppose.
Which really is a fine solution.
Yes, Yorgos, so perhaps we should go then. I have no objections.
All right. Direct route it is.
All right. You leave the side room and go and walk down the hall.
No,
All right.
we walk down the hall.
You may walk down the hall.
Okay. Halldamir, are you in control of your character?
I am.
Yes. Great. Welcome back, by the way.
There you go.
Yes, we fought some doppelgangers, and apparently there is a mistress here, so we are going to find her.
It's also supposedly a crypt with potentially a real vampire.
Mm.
Which sounds terrifying.
Although not
location.
necessarily actually around, but just
Hmm.
used to be here. We don't really know.
We have a
Yeah.
lot of good loot in there.
As Snapping Branch moves here, she notices something. There is several tiny holes in this wall.
No, she's gonna immediately military gesture to the others to stop. And then she'll look around for something that could trigger a trap, like a tripwire or like a,
She does not see anything.
Well, if you went that way and nothing happened, Beldas will follow the path that Snapping Branch went,
Mm-hmm.
which is hug the wall.
How many holes are there in the wall?
5. She would count.
Can she plug the holes with ball bearings?
That would be
Yes.
like shooting ball bearings out. That's the worst.
Amazing.
Yes, she can plug the holes with ball bearings.
Oh, she's gonna plug the holes.
All right then. I'll make a note. Plug with ball bearings.
Holes plugged. Alright.
And then she's gonna.
Please make a note that you have -5 ball bearings.
All right, -5.
1,000.
I'm down to 1,993.
Yep.
Gonna peek around this corner then. I can't position myself cornery, so yeah.
Oh.
Mm-hmm.
How about this corner?
Yes, how about that corner? This corner leads up to a door.
In the north there, Bellas doesn't see anything that leads anywhere else.
No.
Okay. He doesn't care then. His eyes are old. He doesn't see much.
Right. Can she peek through this door?
Well, a little bit.
Peek and listen. Ooh, that looks.
There seems to be a fountain of sorts spewing water into 2 bowls. This is reverberating and echoing a lot. She would guess there is a rather large chamber on the other side of this door.
All right, she'll head back to the others and say to Yorgos also, and say, beyond the door is a large chamber. It does not seem plausible to sneak into it and stay undetected. So if we want to try to surprise them, we could look for another way in, or we could just. She shrugs.
Did Sapping Branch mention the footprints of water earlier?
Sure.
All right. Can Beldas try and make a intellectual deduction here of what kind of creature makes?
What?
Well, no. Okay. Well, what he's wondering is there's a fountain in there, right? So he is under the impression that there is some creature in there that is unnatural origin. There's doppelgangers here, right? So.
There are no doppelgangers here. Yes.
So were there footprints like literally like footprint shaped, or was there footprints through them? Like.
That was footprint shaped.
Yeah, so-
walking with wet feet.
Wait. Oh, right. Okay.
Probably the fountain is spewing water places, and
Yeah,
someone walked through it.
Okay. See, description. Made me think something else. Never mind then. Never mind. Let's go.
Yeah. Let's go.
All right.
Do we want to knock or?
Just go in.
Okay. We'll
No
open
one
the
ever
door.
knocks in the dungeon.
Ah, the door opens.
Take a look. See what's around. Ooh, look at that. Fountain. Looks more like a throne.
Mm.
That's a big staircase.
A terrifyingly big stack. Is that a
Dragon.
Yes,
Skeleton?
I will explain what you see here as you step in. Yes. So in this large chamber, right in front of you, is indeed a large throne from which there are like snakes made of stone, and from them spews like some water into bowls at the foot of the throne. This just seems to be going on, and you don't see the water actually going anywhere. It just seems to like constantly pour. From in the ceiling of this throne room, there is a huge claw-like contraption made of metal. You would guess that it was holding something at one point, and looking at the floor, you suspect it was this huge crystal sphere that now lies smashed on the floor. In the middle of it lies the fairly big and very old skeleton of a very large wyvern. Perhaps it was imprisoned in the crystal ball and was smashed somehow. You are not actually quite sure. However, there are more creatures here than the ancient and forgotten wyvern. As you see, the assembled failed opera troupe, and what you suspect is the mistress, a woman who has a sour and dour face. Her makeup is half on, but she is basically being like, fuck it. And same with her like bandit compatriots here. She she stands among the ruins of the crystal, like scuffed around a little bit to give her a nice place to stand. And she looks upon you and she says, well, well, well. It has finally happened, hasn't it? Cranach ran into someone he couldn't bully or kill, and look at him. Dead, I assume.
Very, I'm afraid to tell you. Surely you, however, expected this to happen eventually, and I don't exactly understand what this last stand here is going to be all about. If you would rather just leave, we're not going to stand in your way, even if you're not that great at theater. I'm sure there are other safe occupations upstairs.
She looks you up and down and says, tempting, but I believe I'm a somewhat position of strength here. She does a slight indication And Yorgos, who's standing there, can actually see something that he took for like being like a hideous mannequin of some sort move in the corner as it rears its stitched and drooling face towards you.
Oh no. Okay, well, is we gonna tear the thing apart? No, I mean, is it coming for him?
Not currently. She smiles and says,
There's a flesh monster. Seems like sewn out of their victims. Sort of mumble to the others. Feel like this lady's a pretty bad person, really. Although letting her go is a good idea.
I suggest that you leave any and all valuables here at the foot of the throne, and you may leave the way you came, never to come back. If not, I release my minions and we kill you all, yes?
Beldas looks to Yorgos. Is Yorgos
No,
like?
I'm not
fit-
gonna leave my valuables here.
No. Is he fit to fight? Is he raring to go? That's what your Beldas is kind of trying to.
No, you
get you.
know, Tempest says never step down from a fight when offered. So I know we're gonna wreck this place. Because that is the holy mission and the holy word. I mean,
All right then.
you know.
Can. Hold on, I need to check something here. No, I can't do that. That would be. I was gonna say can Beldas like bluff or like try and deceive them, but no, I don't think that would work.
He can try.
No, it's gonna be something like, "Oh, what's that behind you?" That like surprise them. But like
That's right. No.
Oh no, the
No.
vampire.
Yeah. No, let's just go.
Maybe we should
All
stolen
right.
their makeup.
In that case, she will snap her fingers and go up in like a falsetto. Oh, kill them all! Oh! And we will go to initiative.
Fireball the whole group. We'll
Alright.
roll initiative, and then I will just quickly be right back.
I would have if I was a full wizard.
I need to go to the bathroom real quick.
Alright. Man,
Just because you're a dwarf doesn't mean you're a half wizard.
you know. You know.
Believe in yourself.
Believe
Our
it.
wizard bells.
Meriden took so many years out of my life already. You know?
Well, it is once more the elven princeling who springs into action.
Yes. Alright, I didn't see these guys fight.
They're just bandits. They're like crossbows.
Wait, aren't these the ones that are turned into the doppelgangers, or am I getting confused here?
I mean, maybe.
That was a mistake on my part.
Oh, okay, never mind. No
Oh.
doppelgangers here. Maybe not.
Okay.
These are easy to kill, I guess.
Okay. Flesh golems, that doesn't sound fun.
No.
No, it doesn't.
Alright. So I'll come just sorry, snapping brush, excuse me, pardon me, don't mind me at all.
How rude.
How rude of me, I do apologize. I'll run up here as I can. Cast Zephyr Strike because I want to hurt this thing real hard. Real bad. And then I'm going to shoot the flesh golem.
Yes, you may shoot the flesh golem.
13, 6, does an 18 hit?
18 hits, yes.
So for 25 damage.
25 damage.
And then I'm just gonna come over here again. Here will do. There we go. Because in my first turn I'm able to move like
Back.
35 plus 30, 65 plus 10, 75 feet. Yeah. Madness.
Okay, then.
That's me.
Okay. And the bandits. Well, he will open fire with his crossbow, and he will do so on Yorgos, who's standing in the front. It's a miss. He will reload. Snapping branch.
Snapping branch. So flesh golems, like,
Yes.
are they like the lumbering monsters that I imagine them to be, or like how agile does it look?
Well, not very. It moves very like jerkingly and like, you know, it looks at you and then like moves like with weird like spasmic motions. It doesn't seem very agile,
Like a
All right.
poorly done puppet.
pretty much.
She's then gonna move like past Yorgos. Here.
Yes.
And then she'll, her favorite, ball bearings. Right here.
Okay then.
She can do that as a bonus action, like quickly reaching into her pack, pulling out a few, throwing them down there.
Yes.
And then as a standard action, she's gonna dash and go back again.
All right then.
Ooh.
Harriet. She will shout a command to the flesh golem. Let's see here. All right. The flesh golem will advance on his turn. Like he's gotten orders, and the orders is to kill all of you. So that's what he will do. Then she will start moving forward. Her weapons are
How
drawn.
is she armed?
Similarly to Cranach, with a scimitar and a dagger. All right. The vampire will move up here.
Ah!
Blade.
We will
Eh.
smack him.
Yes.
So no
That is,
rage.
That's a hit, yes.
Have to start rage on my turn.
You see that the form like shifts and undulates. You're pretty sure there's a doppelganger under there.
Oh, okay.
It is
Damn it.
useless to resist.
It is useless to resist.
It is useless to play.
Ah!
The flesh. Oh, yes, yeah, it was gonna attack. Let's smack. Slam and slam. That's 2 misses. Oh well. The flesh golem will move forward and enter the ball bearings.
Reflex save.
Hmm.
Or deck save, I guess.
Yes.
He falls prone.
All right.
Ugh.
He
Wow.
falls prone. Well, let's see here. Could move half speed while prone. Is that it?
I'll tell you in a second.
Let's have a look. Adjustment.
Movement.
Prone.
Prone.
Being prone. To move while prone, you must crawl or use magic. Every foot of movement while crawling costs 1 extra foot, so it's basically
Difficult
Yeah.
terrain on the
takes double movement.
Yeah, so 15, 25, and then he'll like crawl out here.
Great showing so far by the flesh golem.
Yeah, well,
ground. Oh, yeah.
he'll use a. Can he just stand up? That is the question. Or does he have to use a move?
Standing up takes effort. It takes an amount of movement equal to half his speed.
So he can't then. He has used all of his speed.
Unless he uses a standard to move.
To dash.
Yeah,
dash,
he can
yeah.
dash up. Sure,
Yeah.
that is what he'll do. He'll dash to get half his movement up and then move in here to Yorgos.
Mhm.
Yorgos.
Well, it seems like a good chance to rage again.
Yeah.
Yes.
So we'll do that.
All right.
How's the rest of the group feel? Are you just gonna pop in and out there? Because I'm gonna get shot by a lot of people.
I wish I had a wall, but I don't. So I was thinking maybe if I could try and disable her, she can't give commands anymore, right?
Probably just gonna keep killing us, but I don't know. We need someone to clear out all these crossbows. But anyway, we'll attack the vampire here. I think.
Yeah. Well, our other frontliner isn't here, so we'll have to make
Yeah.
do.
I'll try to get rid of the vampire first. Raging,
Right.
so we'll attack with the helper.
Maybe Mr. Archer can clear out the crossbows.
Any of that hit?
1 hit. 14 hits.
Well, the 14 will then have bonus 9 damage for a total of 17. And then we'll have the bonus smack. For 9 more.
All right.
Don't suppose doppelgangers are vulnerable to radiant or something?
They're not now.
And yeah,
All right then.
no recklessness with this many arrows coming in.
There's a lot of arrows gonna come in now, as all of these guys will shoot the crossbows. 19 for 6 piercing
19 hits,
damage. Yep.
But you're a barbarian, you're fine.
Mhm.
I take half.
Number 4 will also shoot. 21.
One hits.
Is that a crit for? No, it's 3 damage.
Is that 2 or 1?
1.
Okay.
This guy will move up here to get a better shot, and then he will light crossbow for 19 for 8.
Damn, they're hitting. Oh, so many arrows. It's like Boromir.
Suddenly they're hitting. Yeah. Blow the horn.
In the
That
chest.
is a miss.
Yeah.
Beldas.
It hit some of the other arrows that fell off.
You know what? You know what? You know what? Where is she? She's there. That's dangerous. He's not going to do that. Right, is this flesh golem, monstrosity, humanoid? What is it?
It's a construct.
Okay. Doppelganger doesn't work either. Yeah, we need someone to go get her, because she is dangerous as well. So, Beldas will try to hold her.
Okay.
So, wisdom save, please.
Hold person.
Oh, she
Makes
makes that.
Too wise.
And that ends Beldas's turn, because that's how Saber Die works in this game.
Alright. Shoot at Yorgos. That's a miss. Alright, Eleran.
Yeah. Yorgos looks like he's in a bit of a pinch there.
I mean, there's a lot of things coming out, but so far he's
Yeah, there are a lot of things. That's fine. Okay. I will, I have such a bad feeling about that flesh golem. I'm gonna shoot at the flesh golem.
Okay.
I crit. And do extra, so 16 damage.
Damage. The shimmering magical shots hit the golem.
I'll take my step back. I don't plan on
Okay.
being shot.
This brave bandit will light crossbow at Yorgos. Miss. Snapping branch.
Snapping branch. Unfortunately, the paralyzed didn't take, which would have been great, but alas. She'll go here.
Mm-hmm.
Actually, we were taking the vampire first. Let's. She can go here.
Yes.
Stab the vampire.
That's
21 for sneak attack. 18.
Mm-hmm.
they're healthy bastards.
And then I think she's actually gonna stay out here for a bit and offhand for 4.
Okay.
And that's her turn.
Okay.
I could throw out more ball bearings.
Yes, Harry will move in.
I should have.
She gets tag of opportunity.
That is a miss, unfortunately.
Good damage, Tom.
Yeah, good damage. She'll surge in here. She will look at Snapping Branch and say, "Little kitty wants to play," and then she will attack.
I believe those are both.
Please, now I have
misses.
cover.
The dagger will hit. I think. Yes, it does.
The first scimitar is a hit as well.
The dagger does 7, so 14 damage to Snapping Branch.
Right. She's gonna half the damage from the first scimitar hit.
Yeah, 3.
Remember your temp HP.
Yes, so she did 14, she did 10, so I take 5 damage. That's acceptable.
The vampire, quote unquote, will turn around to Snapping Branch and slam her.
Oh boy.
Ow.
Ooh.
Boy, that's
That is 13.
Yes, as he hits so brutally, licks the blood of his fists. The flesh golem roars and will lay its meaty fists upon Yorgos.
I'm scared.
5 arrows in it already.
1 and 2.
a hit.
Yep, 12 bludgeoning damage.
Just halved. Interesting.
Yep, yep. That is the flesh golem. Yorgos.
He's angry. There's lots of things to hit, and so it's easy to stay angry, really.
Yeah, it is.
Start by giving that vampire a bit of a lesson.
It's a hit,
Ooh.
yes.
Does it? Well, technically, this goes on the first hit I make in my turn.
Yep, that will kill it.
All right. I guess this lady really is sort of the next in line there for that. It makes the most sense that he sort of swings from one side and sort of cleaves into.
Sure.
So we'll have that attack,
That's a hit.
Ooh.
and then
Is that with advantage?
Nope.
No, then that's a
he's not reckless with so many archers and stuff. That
makes
seems,
sense to me.
he's angry, but not an idiot.
Not an idiot, yeah.
And then I
Fair
can move. I could move like over here, maybe.
You could,
A
yes.
little more room to other people to
Mm-hmm.
figure maybe the flesh golem is better cover than the lady. Big
The
lumpy
flesh
thing.
golem, like hungrily follows Yorgos as he moves.
Oh yeah.
It likes all the flesh on him.
He'll position himself so the flesh golem is between him and all the bandits up there.
All right. Speaking of the bandits, well, but Snapping Branch is sort of standing out there in the open. So we'll take that shot. Hit for 6 damage.
I regret all this.
This bandit will move here and shoot a Snapping Branch.
Oh no.
This one.
Sheep, can I can't see how much health you have. I don't know if that's like.
I have 7.
Yeah,
Ah.
that's important because I don't know how badly you are. There we go. That's bad.
This one will shoot a Snapping Branch.
So you guys need to get rid of all these guys. There's so many attacks.
Sorry, but like,
down.
are they shooting up or down the stairs from there?
Up the stairs.
So should that not be more difficult?
No.
I think we're in pretty plain view.
All right.
Yeah, I mean that's gonna hit and actually down Snapping Branch.
All right. She goes down. The other bandit will hoot in success and tries to ponk at Yorgos. That is a miss. Beldas.
Beldas sees Snappy Branch go down. He's quite angry actually. So he walks up here. Says, "How about you try on a dwarf-sized lady?" And snaps a finger first, behind his back. Sneakily casts a healing word on Snapping Branch. So that would be 1d4 plus 3. So 7. Then, since that's a bonus action, he'll throw a fireball right in her face.
Okay then.
22.
Actual fireball.
Yes, Gaming Dog.
9 fire damage in her face.
All right.
If that hits her.
Ugh, it does. It burns. It burns. Her makeup and wig like melts a little bit.
I like to think he just literally puts his hand point blank in front of her face and just blasts her.
It's just a gout of flame come out.
Yeah, it's like a shotgun fire blast, yeah.
All right then. Bandit number 2. Well, there's an old dwarf there, but that Minotaur has a lot of arrows in him, so you should probably try to plonk that. Do that. That's a miss. Eleran.
I feel like it's my civic duty to try and end as many of these bandits as I can.
Yes.
The only one with the range. Yeah.
Anyone with a range.
I was gonna blast him, but I didn't realize Sapphire Ranch is so low. So I'm gonna try and AoE them. There's a these guys are nicely grouped, so if you can somehow kill the other ones, since they don't seem to want to move, so.
Well, these guys.
You got a clear
Yeah.
shot for this.
Or this guy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll see what I can do. I am, however, gonna aim for more sustainable amounts of damage.
Sure.
And we'll cast Hunter's Mark.
Mm.
On Bandit 11.
He would be out of line of sight for you, I think, with the wall, if I do the tape measure thing.
That fix it.
There we go.
So
Sapphire Ranch is prone, so it should not cover, right?
no.
Yeah, there's no soft cover.
So with whenever I hit with a weapon attack, does that mean each hit?
Yeah. Yeah. Whenever you hit it with a weapon attack, I'm assuming you do 2 weapon attacks in your attack, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
Every hit you do.
Alright, just checking.
So,
Worth noting though that if you kill him this turn, you will not have a bonus action to put the Hunter's Mark on something else again.
yeah, but that doesn't end
I
it.
can
You
use
just one later on.
Yeah, I can use a bonus action on a subsequent
Oh, before
turn.
the spell ends. Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Which
So
is up to an hour.
yeah.
Yeah.
So 11.
Working a lot.
He's not going away. Nice.
12. So 22 presumably.
Yeah, the first arrow kills him.
All right, then I guess
Alright.
we'll move over to 2 with the second one.
Yeah, 10 damage.
And the extra d6, right?
No,
Yes.
he's not marked.
He's
Not
unmarked.
on the second guy.
Oh, he's sad.
You're too good, man. Killed the first one too well.
Anything
Nice
else?
stuff.
No.
Cry.
I will not go back into cover.
Now we discovered that they all knew the shatter spell.
Hey, no, that was my plan. Shush now.
Walk over here, shoot at Eleran.
Stop shooting at my
Nice.
friends. Shoot at me.
Snapping branch lies comfortably on the floor.
Snapping Branch, while lying down there, will very quickly reach into her multi-purpose pouch, pull out some salves and such, and patch herself up a little bit.
Incredibly quickly.
Yeah.
Heal
It's
grenade.
it's a bonus action. It's like
It's pre-prepared.
2 seconds, like whoop and done.
Yeah.
Which means she will heal another 13 hit points.
Nice.
I mean, that is nice.
Then she's gonna stand up. And the question is, do I attack or do I just retreat for a bit? I feel like retreating for a bit is the right
Yeah, retreat for a bit. All those arrows shooting you is not good.
You know.
Some arrows
So
sticking out of her.
yeah,
Go behind me if you want.
Yeah,
no,
you
I'm
picks me up a little bit later.
standard action to disengage and hide like properly,
Yep.
Sure.
That's
like over there. Don't. I can reach you guys at any point ever.
Trust me.
Yeah.
So I'm still part
I'm
of.
still here, kinda.
All right.
I'll go check them.
Hurry up, Alashar, and says, well, more archers, eh? She'll move over here. And get swinging at Eleran.
Alright.
What does this lady not get? Hit me.
No, she sees just an absolute armored tank of a dwarf with a shield, and she's like, nah.
What's Beldas'
there's a-
AC?
It's a very soft.
Well, he has a shield up now, so 18 with his chainmail.
Okay.
It's a very soft, squishy elf back here.
Not
He
that
can cast
squishy.
shield. He's not wielding a weapon, so.
It does hit. Oh, both do.
12 damage and a bonus dagger, which will hit because it's a 20.
There goes my temp HP.
And another 9.
Alright. 11 at the end of it.
This guy is gone.
Concentration check.
Yes. Alright.
I have 3 of them actually.
3, yeah.
Still don't remember how to do those.
Just
It's
It's a
Con
D20.
save.
It's con save.
Con save versus DC 10 or the damage halved, I believe, whatever is higher.
Yeah, whichever is higher.
Nope, it's gone.
Oh, and it's gone. All right.
Frustrating.
The flesh golem will continue to bang its meaty fists into Yorgos, trying to slam him into submission here.
Oh,
Whack
you can try.
and whack.
No.
No, that was.
It certainly tries, though.
It is hard blows. They splinter and
19?
shatter, and it is not happy. Quite unhappy, actually. Yorgos.
Luckily has reach, so it's okay where he
Oh,
is.
I should actually hang on. I should actually heal.
Oh no. But no, we need to get this lady gone. So we're gonna keep attacking her.
Okay then.
Beldas ducks.
Halberd here. 16?
Well, you are attacking through a friend, I believe.
No, it's only for
melee
ranged
doesn't,
attacks.
yeah.
Melee does not count for that. I am 100% sure. Cover is only for ranged attacks.
All right then. If you're sure.
Yeah. 100%.
I'll eat my hat if I'm wrong. My birthday cone, whatever.
Birthday hat.
Yeah,
birthday
The first attack is a hit.
Okay, then that's 10 damage.
10 damage.
And then we'll do the bonus swing. That's not a good round. It is hard to attack over.
With so much plated dwarf in the way. It's true. Oh, he's gone. This guy.
Pretty sure that cover also applies to reach melee attacks.
Don't think that.
I'm fairly sure. I
I mean,
seems
then,
like it
then we
should,
can assume I
but,
moved here, and then
If you look at the errata, it says soft cover works against ranged attacks, not melee.
Oh, errata, okay.
Yes.
Oh.
there we go then. Well then. I'll move up here and shoot at Yorgos. Miss. This guy.
paying for itself, really.
Yeah. Here. Shoots at Yorgos. No. This guy. He'll stay here. Shoots at Beldas.
Sure.
Straight ahead. Why not? Nope.
Nope.
Beldas.
This is. Let's see, let me just measure something here. Hold on. Oh, that works. Okay. Well, he's in his sights, but he has other things to deal with. He will snap out to his left and cast Shatter at this lovely group of archers here.
Okay.
He will upcast this. So, let's see. Right, that range is wrong because I did my spells. It is 60 feet. So, yes, I am 60 feet. Let's see here. Con saving throw for everyone in there.
Okay.
I will roll the damage. It is 4d8. Actually, did that do it properly? It did. It's 19 thunder damage. Save for half.
Yes. So 5 and 6.
Boom
Nine
with
damage.
thunder.
And the other one is wounded, so they are all dead.
Alright. Good. That's
I mean, this is a horribly loud spell.
It
Yes,
is.
it is.
It's
It's
just a
thunder clap, basically.
thunder shockwave hitting everything. They fly shattered and broke into the ground.
Beldas stares daggers at Harry. You're next.
Oh. Oh my.
I'm gonna shatter you.
Oh. I must shatter you.
Wait, hold on.
Yes.
No, I'm just joking. Go on.
Eleran?
I don't want to be next to this lady. She
Yeah,
hurts.
just
Hello.
Kill her. How hurt does she look, Janice?
She's taking a few blows, but she's still swinging.
Just shoot her.
Just shoot her.
Just shoot
She'll
her.
down me, but alright.
Sure.
I'll not be a
Ah.
pussy. And I'll shoot
You
her in
got
the
plenty of hit
face.
points.
Yeah,
It's fine.
plenty.
We'll patch you up later and just shoot the hell out of her.
Look at those hits.
You
yeah,
you
nice
are
one.
our striker.
Just above average.
Third striker.
13
I've already
piercing.
doing this for so long.
13 damage, lady.
13 damage.
33 damage.
Hi. It'd be 13 damage.
Yeah. Can't really go anywhere.
You can. Within a threat range. You could hide behind me for the archers.
Well, I'm
Rainbow
hiding
Rainbow
behind
Rainbow.
her, so.
Yeah.
Yeah, fair.
And I've got Yorgos protecting me as well. I feel snug.
You're blocking her from getting Sapping Branch anyway, so. I think.
Yeah, that's me. I think that.
Stopping.
Snapping Branch is going to go here and stab her.
Yes.
Terribly.
Yeah, that's a miss.
Offhand swipe. 13.
13 is a miss.
Well then. Standard bonus gone. Move action. I don't really have much I want to do.
You used it to step over here.
Well, I still have movement left.
still have
is what
movement
I mean.
left,
It's not a move action, it's movement because 5th edition.
Mhm.
Well, I think that's a turn then.
Hey, you stuck there now. Oh shit.
Harrier.
Cut
How
you
many
up.
targets?
So many delectable choice targets for my scimitar, yes.
Can I like taunt her? Like what the hell? Like
Super
No,
shit.
she seems perfectly fine with having the flesh golem beat the pulp out of you two. But
it's not hitting me though.
I mean, she doesn't hit old men. I mean, it's feeble.
Wow.
Instead, she
He's just gonna
wants
wait.
to
Couple
see
turns.
the haughty elf bleed. She doesn't
I've
seem to
done-
like it.
Done nothing to her.
Mm,
said nothing.
short
twice.
walk.
That's what she
Sure.
hates. Your aloof silence.
You
Hmm.
didn't notice her, senpai.
I
And
didn't.
now she-
Damn it.
Wow.
Jesus.
9 damage and dagger, which is a miss.
Thank
Those
fuck.
damage. He in fact doesn't notice her.
Wow.
Right, I thought I hit a lot of times, but Jesus.
She will also use a bonus action to quaff a potion.
A quaff a potion.
Yes.
She's
What a
gassed
cheat.
now. What's up?
Oh, 7 hit points back.
Yeah, the golem heals as well.
Yes.
We need to get some of those.
I thought drinking potions was a damage action.
Alright, let's see this.
Drinking your own potion is a bonus action. Giving it
Oh.
to someone is a standard.
Administering it.
Yes.
Flesh Golem, yes. He has a target and he will keep punching said target. Slam and slam. One
No,
hit,
but
10
yes.
damage. Crunch. Yorgos.
Help, Yorgos.
Help?
Help.
Yeah, we gotta get rid of this lady, don't we?
Ow.
He's gonna move over here just to taunt those bandits a little bit more, and then we're gonna swing the halberd at Harriet here. I don't think we actually got her name, did we?
No.
Doesn't matter really.
Should die the same.
Those are 2
that.
hits, yes.
And that.
Nice.
Oh my god.
Fine.
So that's
Wow.
31, 38, 44.
Oh god.
Yeah.
Smug about that.
Full Minotaur.
Halberd
Fury
in
of
action.
the slash, the backslash, the explosion of radiant light as his hell. Basically, when he fights with this fury, like he's screaming and yelling, you know, his helmet glows in a bright, holy light as he is giving divine fury. As Tempest looks and is pleased with his carnage, and then you know the bludgeoning helmet to the temple, clamp knocks her out, and she thinks there's no more coming. Second, he turns to the flesh golem and screams.
As Harrier goes down, the flesh golem goes berserk and will immediately charge and attack whoever killed her, which is, you know, Yorgos, so he'll just he'll do a slam here.
Wait, like out of his turn?
Oh,
Yeah, it's a reaction he has because he's bound
Okay.
to her.
right. Well, that hits. From damage. Down, he's below 30 now.
Be fine.
He's
The band's like, Mistress, no!
They can
Well,
talk. Ew.
No, the bandits.
Oh.
yeah, not the golem. That thing just goes.
Kill them.
Yeah, he moves here to avenge the mistress. He will shoot at Yorgos.
I mean, it's fair. I can't really.
That's a
blame him,
miss. And this guy will try the same. That's a hit. 4 damage. Haha! These crossbows are paying dividends.
Bloodied.
Beldas.
I think we should focus all our hits into Fleshcomb, so I think I will take care of the archers here.
Okay.
Because my attacks are not really great.
Flanking.
so-
Flanking doesn't exist.
Yeah.
I know.
So he will step here. And shatter once again. He will upcast this, but he'll basically hit those 2 bandits there.
Alright.
14 thunder damage, con save, 14 per half. Alright. So 3 takes 14, the other takes 7.
Kaboom!
Great.
He just gets blasted away. He managed to cover himself when the wave hits, but his friend is not so
but he
lucky.
did. Beldas will actually finish his move. Actually, he can't move that far. Never mind. He's too slow.
Eleran.
I will move up here. And I will shoot at Bandit 4, and presuming I hit, the second one will hit the flesh golem.
Okay. The first one does hit.
Right in his neck.
Yeah.
So, the second one does hit.
22
7
for
damage to
7.
the golem.
I'll take a step back. Actually, a step further back, because fuck that.
He starts growing like longer arms.
Well, no, because I mean, he could get here,
Yeah, I know.
Nothing branch.
he could ignore you and then get here. And...
It's nothing branch. Move here and stab the flash golem.
Alright.
Oh, that's not the right button.
Immature. But alright.
Whoa.
It is a hit, but as her dagger like stabs into the golem, nothing happens. It seems to completely ignore her.
What?
Even with the sneak attack?
Yes, he is immune to her damage.
Well, that's rude. All right.
Let's hope that's just piercing.
Could be.
Get out of there! Although
Yeah,
he probably won't attack you, but anyway.
I don't want to risk it. She's gonna bonus action disengage and
Yes.
hop back here.
Makes sense to me. The first golem, unperturbed, and we'll do a little bit of healing. We'll smack, keep pounding into Yorgos. This front must die. 7 damage.
Hit.
Yorgos.
Well, let's see how furious halberds work. Okay, that's a crit on that second one. I'm assuming the first one doesn't hit.
The first one does hit.
10. Okay. Then that will also have radiant damage.
The radiant burns the golem. All other damage he ignores.
Well, I'll do it anyway.
The hell?
It's back.
It's
6,
just
5 damage.
nothing. You cut into him, and it's just
Just
nothing
have
happens
cut
really. It's
in.
just cutting into like
Cut it, the
dried,
pig just-
fleshy mass. Like it's.
All right, well, that is remembered then.
Magic weapons, I guess.
Yeah.
Beldas.
You got it.
I've got it.
Beldas, get your sword. Oh wait.
Burn it.
Yeah, I got something.
Or heal me. That's okay too.
No. Well, if it's easy to hit, then yes. Beldas will call on Moradin to bless his warhammer with his fire, the
Yes.
forge, and cast Searing Smite. As it breathes into flame, and he will
Alright.
attack with it.
Yes.
Let's see here. Right, attack warhammer. 18.
Yes, there's
So it
a
hits.
hit.
So he does. This is the bludgeoning. I won't do the bludgeoning because he ignores it.
Yes.
Right. 1d6 fire damage. 2 fire damage.
Alright,
He's now
he-
burning.
He gets smacked by the fire, and the fire catches hold quite nicely into him as it shrieks and like just screams in agony as the fire starts burning him. Like big pustules and stuff popping and like green embalming fluid and other horrific things leaking out of it.
Great.
More of that.
Yes. On his turn, he does a con save. If he fails, he takes 1d6 more.
Okay.
If he saves, the spell ends.
Eleran.
I'm gonna shoot it.
Actually, sorry, I fucked up. I had to upcast that because I didn't have the spell slot, so I actually do an extra d6 of fire. My bad.
Okay.
So 3 more.
I'm gonna shoot it with my bow that counts as a magical weapon.
Yes, it does. Two
That's the
hits.
damage roll we need.
21.
21 it is.
My god.
Very much do it.
Thank God for magical weapons, right?
No, thank god for you making it a magical weapon.
Oh, Beldas the dwarf is MVP. I'm pretty sure about
Yeah,
that.
without a doubt.
Couldn't see without him.
That's true.
So I can't do much, but I can do something. She's
Get
gonna
up.
light a torch.
Get the barbarians.
Yeah, she's gonna light a torch and smack the flesh golem with a torch,
All right, sure.
which is gonna be hilariously ineffective, but it's potentially 1 damage. So let's go.
But it's an improvised weapon.
Can you, when you sneak attack with a
Well,
torch, wouldn't that
No,
also be
I
whatever?
can't sneak
only
attack with
finesse
it because it's not finesse.
Oh, okay.
The torch is not finesse. No, it's true.
It
I know
does
you can do- I
count
know you
as
can
a
do it with
melee weapon.
spells, right? So-
Counts as a club, maybe.
I
it
don't
count
think
as
I
a
would be
torch?
proficient with it, so let's just see what happens. 14.
That is a hit.
All right, he takes 1 fire damage.
All right.
Aha, 2 fire damage.
Yes.
And then she's gonna disengage again.
Okay. The flesh golem is sizzling and popping and does not get his regeneration now because he's been attacked by fire, and he will desperately try to swing at Yorgos here.
Con save first.
Isn't that the last thing he does?
No, it
At the start
says
of the
at the
turn.
start.
All right.
Fails. 6 fire damage.
Oh no!
And he continues to burn.
Ah!
It is useless to resist.
He burns and
wait.
falls on
Yes.
the ground.
Haha. Meriden protects us all.
The battle is over.
Smack him.
Had I not hit him with that torch, he would have lived.
Every little bit helps.
Yep.
All right.
Just turn to
Well.
the hill and just frantically until he loses the rage.
He's just like pacing around, like
We're looking for
steaming.
things to
Yeah.
smash and destroy,
Yeah. All right then.
Right, I will visit the bathroom.
Okay.
quite some theater.
Not the one I'd pay for, Yorgos, but yes.
Well, let's see what goodies these people have. Snapping Branch got bills to pay.
Snapping Branch shouldn't have put
I mean,
all of her money
something
into a bet.
We're gonna
Yeah.
try to do a short rest here. It just gets
Yes. Probably,
Rage
if you
does
can.
have all that damage, but it does still oof, took a lot.
Mm.
Especially those arrows for the 2 turns they were up. Brutal.
I will go get a drink. I'll be right back.
Yeah, go ahead.
The thing is, Halldamir, she didn't even bet money. She didn't have money to bet. She bet everything else.
Sure.
Did anyone else volunteer to note down loot, or shall I?
I think Valky's doing it.
Oh, okay.
It's,
Gonna take a quick toilet break then.
Mhm.
And I'm back.
Yeah, look at it.
I'm back.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I just need Valky.
All right. Let's eat some snacks.
Hmm.
Yeah, that was a fight.
Yeah. You're lucky you had a magical weapon.
Yes, yes, that's true.
I mean, enough torches would have done the trick.
Also true.
A surrounded bee done with torches.
Mhm. Keep hitting.
I mean, once I'm rich, like, well,
Like you are.
once I have disposable income,
Not being
I'm
used
gonna-
to extreme luxury, then
I'm gonna get like alchemist's fire and stuff.
I'm gonna get me a magical helper. Just imagine.
I'm back.
Let's loot.
Okay.
Can we do that during a short rest?
Yeah. We
You
could.
always need to sit down, pull up some arrows.
Yeah.
You know, like
Certainly.
flex a bit to make them fall out.
Well, as I said, the room is quite spectacular. The remains of the crystal sphere smashed on the ground, the huge vibrant skeleton, and constantly pouring water from the snake share. Yeah. Indeed. You can loot the bandits if you want. Can I get 6d6?
I'll do it.
If I
That's terrible.
17 gold on the bandits.
Yep.
You will find 10 gold pieces on the dead doppelganger.
Hmm.
And one additional potion of gaseous form on Harrier.
Hmm. Presumably she took the potion of healing that and she didn't have any more.
She does not have any more now.
Hmm.
Which is both good and bad.
That is looting the corpses.
Excellent.
Alright.
Anything special about this chair, this throne? Like,
Um, Well.
Is it made out of stone?
It is made out of stone, yes.
Beldas would like to use his stone cunning to get the historical
Sure.
thing of this. So let me check. I believe he gets double his proficiency bonus
Yes.
when he attempts to. Let's see here. +9 on history checks related to origin of stonework. Would that
Yes.
apply?
Sure.
All right. Will guide himself.
Mm.
21 and then 25.
Well. It's it's hard to say. Like looking around the chamber and such, this seems. There's definitely like a dwarven touch to this area. As if it was carved by dwarves. Maybe it is quite old, however. If this is dwarven make, it is hundreds and hundreds of years old in a style that isn't really in vogue anymore. Perhaps dwarven craftsmen worked on this part of the dungeon, or Hallister has ripped part of a dwarven hold out from its mountain and placed it here just because he could. The share itself does not necessarily seems to be a dwarven make. It's a bit too crude, and dwarves don't usually depict snakes like this. It might be some other like sinister like craftsmen behind it. It could be a dwarf, but it's not a dwarven style, certainly. He would guess that the throne doesn't seem to fit the rest of the room very well. He would guess is a custom make. Like the room was done, and then someone was like, "I've a throne, yes."
So it's out of place.
It is out of place.
Any like when he looks at it, does he get any like magical sense from it, or is it just a plain old?
Well, it has sense magic, right?
Yeah, it's a ritual. So, 11 minutes would do it. Yeah.
Yes.
Sure.
Then yes, Andrew's transmutation magic coming from the throne.
Transmutation. Right. Is something happening to the water then?
No. Not
Or
really.
is it something that triggers when someone sits on the throne? He's not gonna sit in it, but he ponders this aloud.
I mean, imagery and such. Maybe a history check, like snake stone thrones. Like that sounds like something that could involve history in some way or another.
Sure.
20.
Well, given the snake depictions, the style of it, and given some of the other stuff you've seen in the dungeon, like the snake-headed lady statue, Stepping Brand would guess that this might be Yuan-Ti in origin.
All right.
The Yuan-Ti is a race of hideous snake people that live underground and despise the overworld above all else, want to destroy it or control it.
Didn't we see more Wanty like religious
we did.
aspects earlier? Yeah. So what's the deal here?
I mean, the Mad Wizard was like, I feel like you want tea today.
Stepping Brand also notices, and she's close to the throne, it seems that the velvet cushioned seat has hinges on it. She believes it can be opened.
Oh, she's gonna open it.
Bella's gonna step back.
This is like a fancy toilet.
Wow.
I like to sit here in my crystal room when I'm on the toilet.
Helps the digestion.
Yeah. Yeah. She pops open the seat of the throne. There is a compartment underneath, but it is unfortunately empty. Whatever treasure looted long ago, probably.
Is it empty or is it like fake empty?
the question, right?
Is there a secret hidden compartment?
Yeah.
in there?
You
How
know.
deep do we go?
Yeah.
I mean, she's gonna give it an honest try to see if there's
Yep.
like
let's do
another
that.
secret. Probably just loot it.
Add a D4.
All right. 23.
There does not seem to be any secret compartments. It seems empty.
All right. Well, if I were a bandit, needing somewhere to keep all my precious loot would be up this way.
But I was just curious about the spell though that is attributed to this thing. What's he have in his backpack? Let me check.
Ball bearing.
Yeah, but he has a feeling that it might not react to inanimate objects. So, but he will try. He'll put like a torch. He'll throw a torch onto the seat of the throne when it's like put back and see if anything happens.
Nothing seems to happen.
You figured.
Want me to sit in it?
No. He'll like I guess rip off one of the flesh golem's like legs and throw the leg onto the seat.
Nothing seems to happen.
I mean, probably has to be alive, right?
Maybe, but I wouldn't want to risk you for my research, Yorgos.
I mean, how bad can it be? It's a chair.
Well, it's a chair that could change something. I'm not sure what.
For all we know, it could turn you into a snake monster if you're not a Yuan-Ti or something along those lines. I don't think there is much point messing with it. Perhaps we can find, however, some information about it in, I don't know, maybe this woman had a study or something where she figured out what the throne would do. I'm sure one of the bandits at some point tried to sit on it.
Beldas nods. Let us shoot observation snapping. Let us search then.
All right. Where do you go?
This door.
We're
That's
in.
important.
All right. You always
And
like to look at this door down here, but
Looking at that door, it seems blocked from this side. A lot of planks and other things has been bolted to it to keep it shut.
I mean, looking at this room, that would be the tomb room.
Ah, true. How about
We
this
really down here.
Jonas,
Yes.
since he has detect magic, for 10 minutes he has a 30 feet aura. So if you notice anything that Bellas would notice, let me know.
I will keep it in mind.
Cool.
All right, let's go this way then. I expect this pathway to head south into the living quarters, but I suppose it doesn't. Or maybe it does, who knows? It's not like a proper architect built sensible hallways. Ooh.
She peeks around. She sees what seems to be a once upon a time fancy but now faded and scuffed carpet.
Carpet. Alright. I mean, I can understand putting carpets into dank rooms. Ooh.
Well, you would guess that this might be the former mistress's bedroom. It's a lit lantern, rests atop a wooden trunk painted with pictures of clowns, a frayed circular rug, and a folding wooden privacy screen that is sort of like half, like holes through it so you can see through it. Yeah, the trunk is unlocked and slightly open.
Alright, she's gonna like shout back. This seems to be the mistress's sleeping chamber. I'm gonna look around a bit if you want to look at the other rooms. And then she'll look around.
Yes. In the trunk, she finds a disguise kit and a decent selection of theater costumes and props, like, you know, fake fangs and nails and stuff like that. Also seems to be some coin stashed away in the trunk. In fact, let me find the thing.
It's 1,000,000 gold pieces.
In total, it is 125 gold pieces in various coinage and small gems and like other trinkets, probably, you know, stolen from whatever came through here. Notably, also is another dwarven ring. Not with a similar crest that Beldas had or found. This is something else. History check.
History check. You can have a history check.
I would like to call it aristocrat check from now on.
The dwarven ring is bedecked in symbols commonly associated with dwarven fertility and sexual potency.
Sure.
Oh, that's great.
As to where to place the ring, she's not sure.
She wouldn't dare to guess.
Oh God. Oh no.
All right, she's gonna share her findings with the rest.
What did you find?
Oh, gold and trinkets that dwarfs appear to be very fond of.
Oh, Bellas is obviously interested at the dwarf, but it seems Snappy Ranch is just brushes past. So he's like, oh.
While brushing past, she'll like hand the ring to Beldas and let him come to his own conclusions.
Oh, Bellas recognizes the symbols. Certainly.
Yeah, okay, he's a bit embarrassed. He's like, this down here is quite unusual. He just pockets it. He's like, oh.
We'll need this for later.
But yeah, she'll share the amount of money she found and the disguise kit, which she mentions she would like to keep. You know,
Sure.
there's a potential benefit to being able to disguise yourself. Although she specifically might have more difficulties disguising herself as other humanoids as you might have.
Yorgos could make a great halfling. It's fine.
Yeah.
How much money was it again that you found?
125 gold pieces.
Okay.
The ring is worth 25 gold.
Oh, okay.
It's made of gold with some platina to like distinguish the runes.
Nice.
Is it magic or is it just like a token thing?
It is very mundane, very prosaic.
Oh well.
Then I would say we should take a peek into this crypt, shouldn't we?
Yes.
The vampire is supposedly asleep and or not present, so surely it was left with all the possessions it might have been given to take into the afterlife or some such.
Who knows what a dread vampire would hoard?
No.
Alright, you stand before the door. Do you open the door?
She'll do her usual of peeking and listening.
She's a bit of light and a wall, and she doesn't hear anything.
She'll open the door.
Alright. Door opens up into a leisure area, as far as you can see. Perhaps the bandits hung out here eating food, playing card games, stuff like that. It is fairly empty now. There are some sacks on the table containing foodstuffs that seem to be bought fairly recently from the city above. Could you be used to like replenish rations if you have such? There is a total of 15 rations on the table.
Sure,
Okay.
might as well
Just
take
take them in the loot pile.
Actually, I haven't expended any of my rations down here because we haven't spent a day down here ever.
It's really uncomfortable.
Yeah.
It is.
All right.
All right then.
Hold on. Peek and listen.
Yes. Well, she sees only darkness and hears nothing.
That is great. Open the door.
Okay, the door opens.
Treasury. Is a treasury.
She
This is where they
sees-
store their columns.
Yes. She sees 6 pock-marked columns with tiny indentations stretching the length of the hall.
And she'll sort of gesture to whoever's standing behind her to stop. She'll return a little bit. The next room looks a little bit peculiar. We should be on our guard and not just have the treasure in our mind, I think.
Well, hold a moment. Let me
The
look
fuck is that?
through the door.
I have no idea. I haven't looked in there.
Well, let's just stand just before the door. Can you sense anything from where you're standing?
Mm-hmm. Can Beldas sense anything from where he's
He
standing?
is a 30 feet sphere around him, I guess. Or is it a cone? It doesn't matter. Let me check.
I mean, if it's a cone, you just rotate.
Yeah. Let's see. You
It's
sense
a
presence
cone
magic
you
30 feet.
rotate.
I'll just throw it on thing. Yes, 30 feet.
30 feet? No.
Okay. Alright, he'll step back behind Snappy Branch and say, I do not sense anything yet, but my range isn't the room. I will follow closely.
Perhaps that ring might help with your range. Anyways, what is this to the east over here?
That seems to be a dead and rotting giant spider.
Oh, a dead and
Nice.
rotting giant spider. And statues.
Yes. Yes, indeed. You see what seems to be life-size granite statues of human warriors facing inward. Yeah, they stand atop pedestals and run through the entire length of the hall down into the darkness. The ceiling here is covered with thick webbing.
Oh, there's gonna be spiders here. What does it look like killed this spider?
Arrows, crossbow bolts.
Alright. That explains why they barricaded that other door. Alright, spider room to the east. Let's go north.
Yes.
There's also the path at the other end of the.
Yeah, but have to start somewhere.
All right.
Yeah, there's a lot of corridors. Let's just
With
go to the end of
indentation
one.
pillars. I get to think many features of this place are just sort of
Random.
leftovers.
Yes.
She will look around the corner. She see a maggot-ridden corpse
Nice.
of what she believes to be a dead human, possibly a member of the failed theater troupe to the south. He lies dead on the floor. His scimitar light crossbow, lie beside him.
Can she have... Is it obvious from a distance what killed him?
No.
Oh, then she's gonna check. Beldas, perhaps stay back. There's a reason why the others haven't taken his possessions at this point, I would assume.
Hmm.
As she look at him, I could have a medicine check to try to determine what killed him.
Oh, I was gonna put proficiency in that, but I have not. So, honestly, when she uses her healer kit, she just follows the
The instructions.
the tutorial.
It's very expensively bought.
She believes that this bandit has very deep and obvious puncture wounds in his head. She thinks one of the spiders bit him.
Oh.
He probably died from the poison and the brain damage.
All right, gonna take out her rapier and poke the cop.
The corpse just sags and more maggots fall out. The stench is terrible.
All right, probably spiders. Don't want to touch. Probably just has a few gold pieces. At best.
Well,
Keep it for a desperate day.
These indentations on the pillars,
Yes.
do they look like burn marks?
Investigation, I think, can reveal the secrets of the pillars.
Like I'm thinking like acid or something. Investigation.
Well,
One of my mega skills.
Snapping Branch is a accomplished treasure hunter. She believes that these pillars, every one of these indentations was a gemstone in one of these pillars.
Oh,
Probably thousands of gold worth. They have all been picked completely clean.
Oh well.
It's like your worst nightmare, isn't it?
Someone got here first.
Uh,
I mean, in the end, she isn't really after gems and such. She's after like statuettes and art and things she can show off. Like gems you can buy at any old store with enough money.
I'll take your gems. It's fine. Peek around the strange corners of this.
It feels like there should be room here. But
Yeah, well,
who knows?
zooming out and looking at the map,
Yeah, there's a lot of places like that.
and this is
Yeah.
a way in which you make players never know what is like.
I can't remember.
So many
half this
blind,
stuff.
crazy paths that I mean.
There is a
no
door
idea.
in front of Snapping Branch.
Oh my god.
She'll peek and listen.
She sees only darkness. And it's just there's something up against the door.
Oh.
Hello,
Yeah,
darkness, my old friend.
If that's the case, she's not gonna open it. There might be another trap. She will actually communicate that to Beldas. There might be something either completely blocking the door or making it, a trap of some sort, or who knows. Let's investigate that later.
Alright.
Maybe we can find a secondary entrance.
I mean, knowing this dungeon, there's probably a way that goes straight around.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. However,
Oh no.
Snapping Branch notices something. There's a strange crack and outline in the bricks here. He believes there might be a secret door here.
Can I attempt to open the secret door then?
Yes.
Can I just say, I'm glad you're a thief because we'd never find our way here ever.
Thieves are incredibly useful when
Yeah.
delving dungeons, as it turns out. Yeah, you have already spotted it with your passive perception. So you can do an investigation to see if you can determine how to open it.
Right.
No. No.
Hmm.
Such a weird, complicated process to open a door. Like,
Yeah, I mean, you can smash it. I mean, there's ways.
we're not
but
allowed to smash it. Not smash
Hmm.
anything in here.
Yeah, we smashed the door before. It's not smashing, it's forcefully opening, which is the point of doors.
the door is performing its function.
Yeah.
I mean, we could try and smash this door open again, I guess.
I mean, if anyone else wants to roll investigation, that is certainly possible.
I can
Is
try.
anyone proficient?
Do I need to be proficient?
No.
Then Beldas will try.
No.
Hmm.
No.
Wow.
He
It's almost as
sees
if I'm
the-
not proficient in it.
He sees the outline, like when Snapping Branch points it out and agrees that it most likely a secret door there.
Let's try the obvious door first. How about that?
The obvious door.
She'll try to open it.
All right, the door opens.
Oh, it does.
And
Oh, no.
out falls thousands and thousands of human skulls just tumble out like on the floor, up on all of you. Reaches Beldas almost to his stomach, and Snapping Branch definitely up to her knees and like higher up. It seems yeah.
Get those there.
thousands of skulls.
That's where I left them.
yeah.
I hate this place.
Well, we found the human skull storage. Presumably human.
Any of them have a face?
Any of them have a
Ones
face?
or otherwise.
Good question.
Yeah, do any of them seem to stand out in some way?
There's a lot of skulls. You remember Harry Potter and the Flaming Goblet?
Oh, yeah.
It's sort of a situation like that going on. There's a lot of these.
I was thinking like Lord of the Rings, like
Sure. The
City
Path
of
of the
the
Dead.
Dead.
yeah.
Mhm,
There's a
mhm.
lot of these guys. I mean, you can certainly spend time here, rummage through them. Maybe there's something.
Well, if there's anything magical, Beldas should sense it, and he does not, right? So
No, there's no magical.
Beldas,
Actually, let me see.
oh,
When you were here, you definitely sent something magical over here.
where?
Behind the
Like
secret door.
behind the secret door.
Okay. As per the spell, let me see. You see a faint aura around any visible creature or object in the air that bears magic. So, can you see a faint aura from the skulls or whatever?
No.
No, like over here.
Where? Oh, okay. Sorry,
It's
I
the
didn't
secret
see
door.
the arrow because I was looking here.
How
My
about how about I take a look at the door?
What about these skulls?
That's important.
What?
I mean, I'm fine with just assuming that the mad wizard wanted a place to store the skulls of his victims. Something. I'm not too keen on digging around in them.
They're all human and unbroken.
I mean, you guided me
Yeah,
right,
They,
Valky.
they seem to. They
Yeah.
seem to be at least all humanoid and in good condition. Yes.
15. Oh,
15.
15.
Investigation.
Yeah. Yeah. You have to figure out. The elf can figure out how to do it.
Fucking people.
It's not so. Well, it's kind of tricky actually.
That's kind of
but-
tricky.
Yeah, you have to lift this and pull that and do a little bit of this and that. Snapping Brush can attempt the dex with
Fine.
PvP tools.
Add a
Let's
D4.
follow the instructions. 20.
Yeah.
And the d4. 22.
That is enough. It clicks and the door glides to the side. Someone's excited.
Just bashing his head off the door. Anyway.
Ooh.
Beldas will tell Stopping Branch to wait because he has sensed some magic from the room.
Yeah, no,
In-
fuck that.
Careful.
Fuck that. Nope.
In the middle of the room here, sits a green copper helmet. It is draped in cobwebs.
I have the greenhorn.
Against the back wall, atop a marble riser, stands a slender throne made of green copper, also covered in cobwebs.
All right, Beldas looks up. Are there any spiders in here?
No.
Right, tell me what kind of magic he can get.
I'll do it.
What
Don't
kind
touch
of-
anything. You know what happened with that sword.
Give it the deets, magical deets.
Well, there's a question. Conjuration.
On which one?
The helmet
Okay.
and the throne.
Okay. You'd like to identify the helmet, or try to.
Yes.
So, it's,
Whoever sits on this chair shall have endless armor.
oh, that's even with the guidance added in. 13 probably won't do much.
It is conjuration. It does not seem that the helm has necessarily, he doesn't notice any ability, like he can activate or any property that would benefit him from wearing it.
Is it
But
linked
then
to the
again-
throne? Is it linked in any way to the throne? Is it the same type of magic?
Yes, it does seem linked to the throne.
What if I wear it and sit down?
What if you waited for a moment until we figure out if it's safe?
What if you wear it and sit down? Yeah.
I would agree with Snapping Branch. Caution. Remember what happened with the sword and my hand.
It's fine now.
Now, but I had to wait a day. It's you wouldn't understand.
Is
Uh,
there
You know?
any symbols or,
Yeah, like
crests or anything on either of the objects?
No.
okay.
Not really.
Oh.
Hold on. Let me check what cantrips I have.
For all we know, if you put on the helmet and sit on the throne, you get electrocuted.
Yeah. Oh.
Then we'll know.
Mhm.
I mean, the skulls bother me. This is just asking for someone to.
I hate to say it, but I do agree. But let us exhaust all the indirect methods of investigation first.
He shrugs. Fine.
Well. what other avenues does Beldas have other than, you know, magical meads, which didn't really give much. Tech magic isn't really helping that much in general. All right. He's gonna poke the helm with his sword, and if nothing happens, he'll touch it and pick it up.
Nothing happens, and he picks up the helm. Nothing happens, but he picks up the helm.
What's it shaped like? Like what kind of helm is it?
It seems to be an infantry helm, only made of copper, which either means it is incredibly old or decorative in some fashion.
All right, he'll place it on the throne by itself.
Okay. Nothing happens.
Beldas sighs and says, "Well, yes, probably you have to put it on your head and then sit here. Wizardry, great." He like wrings his hands, very grumpy, and says, "You can try, Yorgos, but at your own risk.
You say it's safe.
It's not. It is never safe."
If you don't want to do it, Yorgos, I will. I'm as curious as you are.
Oh, it's quite all right. You can do the next one. There's the other chair.
Deal. I'll do the other chair.
Yes, the helmet seems to be a warlike. I mean, it's a soldier's helmet. So he'll put it on his head.
A bit of a challenge with the horns and stuff.
You know,
unfortunately.
you sort of push it down so it like is stuck between the horns and sort of stays in place. Really.
Oh god.
Yeah. It's like
Sure.
hopefully you got a
Somehow.
deep helmet. You know. So.
It cramps the helm onto his head. Yeah, he has the
Let the
helm.
force just
There's a
push.
yeah. There's a squeak and it's like you know.
I mean, that's technically wearing.
Yeah, maybe.
We'll go sit down on the throne.
All right, Yorgos sits down on the throne. For a split second, nothing happens. Then there's a click, and something pokes him in the butt.
Oh no. Okay.
If Yorgos gets up,
Sure.
he sees that a small compartment has opened in the seat of the throne, and something is poking out of it.
Oh, is it like hurting him?
No, it's more like someone like jabbing him with a finger.
Grumble.
Uh,
Well, I mean, he'll grab grab
Yes.
the finger, I guess. That's quite rude.
And haul it out.
Mm-hmm.
It seems to be a stick of some
Ah.
kind.
Stick.
Yes, in fact, it seems to be made of very fine dark wood. It has a nice pointed tip and a curious, like swirly pattern down half of its shaft, and a copper knob that sort of like taps it out that you can probably hold on to. I believe this
that's
is a wand.
not a
of
stick.
some
That's a
kind.
wand.
Like against the wall, testing it a little bit, you know.
Ah, don't do that. That
Boom!
like grabs for
What
it.
sort of cool club? Rather flimsy.
He'll set that off.
Oh,
Whatever
very
it
good.
is. It's a magical wand, Yorgos. Be
Mm,
careful.
Just hand it to Beldas.
Wand
into
of
the throne, like,
maximized fireball.
A little
Beldas, like,
disappointing.
sweating.
But
No fireballs were lit off
Ooh.
yet.
That's pretty.
It is very pretty. What does this do?
Yes, that what does it do? That's an Arcana check. If I've heard of
Oh no, I've not been very good at these recently. No, that's even with the guidance, so he doesn't know what that
it.
is.
Yeah,
I'm sure.
no idea what this is.
Copy the link for people in chat.
Oh. All right, well he'll
the one
not,
of least fortunate snakes.
he'll not put it down in his
Mhm.
back pocket because that's not a good thing. He'll keep it for now, I guess.
Okay then.
Anything
Okay,
else? I mean,
No, nothing else.
Well, I can't ascertain what this is right now, but it's probably quite dangerous, so I will keep it safe for now.
Can't you simply try to use it and see what happens?
Yes, if I cast a fireball and incinerated us all, yes, I'm sure we'd know what would happen, and we'd probably be dead too.
one
Well,
fireball
no.
couldn't incinerate all of us.
Also not in here. I mean, like in a larger room.
On the skulls, maybe.
rather not waste it. It could be on its last charge. One could never know.
Or you could never find out what it is and never use it either.
Should we put? Does anyone have paper?
What for?
I don't want to make this place entirely uninteresting to others.
Yes, I have paper.
Well, on that note, I was thinking that I would very much like to hold onto that helmet. It's something I could display and perhaps talk a little bit about. It's exactly the sort of thing I do this thing for, even if it is not exactly the most impressive thing.
There's a place asking for bronze face. It's a helmet. At least it's sort of related.
Okay.
Beldas calls out from the
Although-
corner and says, "It's copper." It's not bronze.
Copper is a part of bronze.
I think.
No, you're stretching.
Anyway, he puts it on the table, and then he will just look through his book and find the most sort of useful proverbs of the Book of Tempest, and then he'll
Yes.
put those in the throne and close the little chamber.
Oh, that's nice.
So if anyone finds out how to open it, they will get a few like maybe they'll get the word, and that's a pretty powerful message. So he feels like that's a nice gift.
Next adventure party coming through, it will be so fucking pissed.
No, it's like never flee from battle. Glory to those who fight.
Thanks, mysterious throne.
Mm-hmm.
These
Certainly.
words brought to you by the Greenhorns.
Strength through self-improvement through battle.
Yeah. Yeah, no, certainly he can put some temper and wisdoms down. Certainly.
Yeah. And then also just the address in the city for the Temple of Tempest, where you could learn
Yes.
more. So people wouldn't be like, because he doesn't leave the whole book there. He only has one, so
Yeah, no, of course.
it wouldn't be. Not ready to part with that at this point.
And it's his tiny book as well, like his tiny book.
It's like made for small humans. It's like his fingers are like way too big for it, but he's good and pretty proficient at reading it.
Yeah, it's very.
And the pictures are
clever.
big. I mean, it's not the most advanced philosophy.
No.
So that it's like pretty,
It really is children's guide to Tempest, sort of. A lot of,
like
lot of
there's
pictures.
an open thing that's like be fearless, and he's like yes, yes, and there's like a warrior who does not flee, and then
Yeah. Easy to
It's-
understand.
picture of Tempest like a armored thing with a
Mhm.
like incredibly angry horse and swinging axes everywhere. Like yes,
Very heavy metal.
All right.
Yeah.
Well, Snapping Ranch will not take the helmet with her then to put into a museum because honestly, what would she talk about when presenting it? Oh, this is a helmet I know
first
nothing
ever
about that we
fucking
found. Like, yeah, that's not exciting enough. Like, it's got to be the lost treasure of Ankang, the vampire mummy lord.
I mean, it could be.
Maybe it is. Who knows? She doesn't want to lie
Should
about
we investigate the spiders? People,
That sounds like a terrible idea. Let's do it.
could be spiders here.
Beldas will open the door from this side.
It is bolted shut. You would have to break it open, but it's possible.
So tell me about
uh,
these statues.
Yeah, go investigate.
Well, did Beldas want to break the door down?
No.
All right then. Yes. Yes. The statues are, as I said, made of granite, depicting warriors, like pointing their sword blades inwards, like making almost like a vaulted little corridor of blades running down here. It seems to be going for quite a bit, actually.
I mean,
Any
I've got
insignia or anything?
90-foot dark vision.
How's that, Manaki?
Do they have any insignia or anything like that? Like the soldiers?
They are like knights, seemingly, given the heavy armor and the shields and stuff. There is some ancient heraldry on these. A history check.
I mean, there's no way Yorgos would know, so I'm not going to attempt it.
I have a little bit of history.
We'll point it out. Yeah.
Ooh.
You were there.
Well, I'll join you.
Ah, yes.
The heraldry is very old, and is actually probably from the founding of Waterdeep, which is many hundred years ago. As to why people have put up statues of like ancient warrior heroes related to Waterdeep down here, you are unsure. The looking like down the corridor, you would guess or estimate that the ones closest to you are the ones that are the most modern. But even then, it's hundreds of years old, and probably if you go down the corridor, it'll get older as you progressively go down.
Oh, this is a wonderful hallway. Look at this, marvelous.
Certainly looks
The
interesting.
statues are very very well made, certainly, although very old as well.
Sadly, there's a rumor of all these heroes disappearing at the prime of their age. I mean, you also look at each everyone.
What's down south here?
So many of these.
This is huge. What the hell?
I'm gonna be checking heraldry in case any particularly stand out. Do me.
Sure.
Let's check down here first.
He just looks up, and any spiders looking down? It's just web.
Doesn't seem to be any spiders looking down. Although when he looks up, he does see a lot of dead ones hanging up there with arrows stuck to them.
Oh, some
Arrows
upgrade them already. Nice.
Arrows or bolts?
Bolts.
A door here.
It is.
Open the door. This is the giant spider storage.
They pour out.
Like the skulls, except
Damn it.
spiders.
You open the door. Inside the door is one of these cupboards. However, there's also a glowing green orb hovering inside here.
Uh-oh.
What?
The orb swivels around, and she sees it is some sort of eye or something.
Grab it.
It looks at her, blinks, and then vanishes in a puff of smoke.
Ew.
Okay. Sure, why not? Is there anything else in this cupboard?
Well, it doesn't seem like it when she goes through it.
But
Be a perception check if you want to.
I do.
Specifically investigate.
19.
Nothing, no hidden compartments or anything like that. There is there's also dust that's been disturbed here. Not recently necessarily, but it seems that there has been a lot of other things in here. Maybe more plates or cutlery or something that's been stored in here at one point.
All right. Well, curious.
To the north of Beldas is a door.
And she will mention to the others that there was a green eye looking at her, but as far as the weirdness of this dungeon, that's sort of par for the course.
Is that a
Yes.
spell Beldas recognizes?
Pretty vanilla.
Could be
It would be an Arcana check.
Sure. No, he's rolling bad today. Sorry.
Yeah, not immediately. No.
Yeah, is this door locked?
No.
Alright, he opens it.
There's a lot of real estate down here.
Looks like a corridor Thaddeus could have used for target practice.
Wanted.
Many
Is
heroes.
there anything in this room, or is it just a peculiarly large hallway piece?
It seems like a peculiar large hallway, really.
Sure.
But yeah.
Is there anything still further down? still like this?
Oh yes.
Probably.
Oh yes, means a lot more.
We should split up to cover
Oh.
more ground.
Yeah,
It
that seems good.
ends.
In
They're all
fact,
visible, so
it ends in some very large double doors, and they seem to be glowing, from what Eleran can see.
All right.
Scintillating arcs of energy seems to be like crisscrossing the doors.
Hmm.
Pretend we didn't see that for the time being.
I mean, you guys didn't. I'm the one with the furthest dark vision.
Oh, that's
those
true.
are glowing. They're probably not too hard to
Oh
see.
yeah.
There seems to be a small step leading down.
Ooh, we haven't found many ways down. Even tiny steps are promising.
I mean, that's true. I'm technically trying to go down.
Oh, I was hoping like a spiral staircase into the depths of hell or something.
Well, Slug rounds the corner and looks into a room that looks quite odd. Quite odd.
What?
No, fuck that.
Another fishman statue.
The
A trident?
The room has a domed ceiling. It's 15 feet high, and at the edges and 30 feet high in the middle. The dome seems filled with sizzling, bubbling acid, hovering defiantly of gravity up there. Below it is a statue, 8 foot tall, of some sort of 4-armed fish monster, facing north. In its webbed hands, it clutches an ornate 1 foot square stone box with a lid and a keyhole.
Or if ever I've seen
A trap?
a trapped treasure, this is it.
But maybe it's just testing your valor and heroism if you're going to try to do it.
Oh, I will try.
And if you
regret
and then
this.
you get rewarded.
I'm gonna regret coming anywhere near this.
No, I'm just not gonna go down the stair. once told what it is, like, oh,
Oh,
well,
oh.
that doesn't seem like
Oh,
something.
yep, yep.
Beldas senses transmutation magic from the room.
Fuck that. No.
Cool.
Nope.
So, looking around, do there seem to be any like visible mechanical elements, like pressure plates or the usual?
No.
There's just a box and a lot of acid floating up above.
Yes, and a big monster statue that's
I'll-
clutching the box.
I like to
Is it-
imagine that Eleran got to here, saw, and then just turned around, wasn't it? Nope.
Is it like holding the box or actually
Yes.
like grasping the box so it can't be taken just from it?
It's grasping it, but you can probably like finagle it out if you want.
If I had to guess, that acid up above would fall onto anyone brave enough to try to grab that box.
Beldas also senses a strong necromancy coming from the box.
You will say that to Sapping Branch.
Well, that doesn't have to mean much. It could be anything.
Good money.
I mean, anything could mean anything. That means nothing to say.
Well, her first thing, as always, she will take a ball bearing
Yes.
and just have it bounce into the room.
Okay. The ball bearing bounces into the room, and nothing seems to happen.
That's good. Beldas, I don't assume you have anything to protect from acid burns or
I
the
sure
like.
do. However, not you, just myself.
Are you volunteering?
Yes. However, if you can ascertain that nothing else will happen other than that, then yes, I will go.
I am simply making educated guesses here. I can't do much more.
Well, in your educated opinion, would you presume I could take that and run?
There's only one way to find out, I'm afraid.
All right, then perhaps you should get to high ground.
But before you go, here, take this. She'll
Oh.
pull out a crowbar.
All right, you'll take it. Right, hold on.
Maybe
Alright then.
from one fishman.
Beldas will walk up to the statue.
Yes.
Look up at the acid above him.
Yeah, it's sizzling.
Gulp a bit. Then reach out to try and take the box.
Well, it is clutching the box. You would need to try to break it or like finagle it out.
Okay,
So
so
either
is-
strength or dexterity check.
Is the acid like above the statue, just hanging
Yes.
there?
The
All
entire
right.
room, see here, all of this, imagine above is just a dome full of acid.
Quick question. Why are we sending the one with the, the least movement speed?
Because movement speed won't matter. It's fine.
Well, you left as soon as you heard what was in there.
All right.
Obviously.
Well, strength, you said.
Yeah, an athletic check with crowbar.
I have a
The
crowbar. Will that
gives
give me
you
advantage?
advantage.
All
Yes.
right.
Yeah.
Wonderful. Athletics. Am I good at that? Probably not.
Madness.
Actually, I'm decent. Let's try this. Advantage.
Yorgos, you should probably head up the stairs.
12.
You need help.
You bend and bend, but no, unfortunately not.
Okay.
Hmm.
This has one. No, Beldas has one more thing he can try. This is a stone statue, yes?
Yes.
Okay, well, he can blow
Incredibly
it apart.
Oh.
Actually, no, I can't because it designates creatures. Never mind. Shatter is like gives disadvantage to things made of stone, but this is not a creature; it's an inanimate object, so I guess it doesn't.
Well, it's a petrified creature.
Well, I mean, maybe can I open the box? Why do I have to take the box?
Well, the lid is closed. There's a keyhole.
Oh,
If you can try to open it.
sure.
That's some
lid
good
seems to be
thinking there.
closed.
What? Sorry,
That's good
It's
thinking.
closed and locked.
it's closed and locked. Okay.
This close, however, he hears something from inside the box.
Okay. What's it say?
It's more like a drum beat coming from inside of it.
Oh. Okay, that sounds like a heart.
Very slow and deliberate.
Beldas has a flash of inspiration. Is this a phylactery for something? Maybe.
He wouldn't know.
What?
You know, that's just me. Never mind. Well, I can't break
Some
this.
shrieks Beldas, throwing himself at the.
I mean,
Look,
we
he's
did
He's
hear
had a
that.
bad day of rolling. I mean, I'm
I
sure
mean, if you
he.
think it's a heart, there's a skeleton that had text saying, "Look for the little dwarfs under the mountain. One of them has the key to my heart." So, if there needs a key for a heart, then maybe there's the box, and the key is somewhere under the mountain with the little dwarfs.
I mean, usually keys are optional in my experience.
It was not. I mean, usually just smash it, right?
Why can't I do anything? All right. Well, Beldas will step back and let Savranch do whatever.
Let me take a look.
Yes.
As far as I know my physics, even if that acid were to start falling, it would take a little bit to accelerate, in which case I can hopefully just run away. That's what she tells herself.
Acid velocity.
You can
She
use
will-
Dex or Strength to try to get it.
She would like to take the box rather than opening it, so like finagling it clear from the grasp.
Yep.
Would that be feast tools, or what would that be?
Yeah, sure.
Like
Maybe she has-
replace it with a ration. Like,
Oh yeah,
there's like pressure. Like, switch them.
Indiana Jones.
And then when someone
All-
else gets
all
here, they see
barracks.
like a ration. They're like,
Ration.
what would it be? To get like old food.
All right, she'll try to get the box and then immediately run. 28.
Oh god. She gets the box. It falls out of the grip of the statue, and many things happen at the same time. First of all, the acid falls.
I mean, yes.
Second of all, the statue's stone skin explode,
Oh god.
and instead is a very angry creature.
I did this to myself.
I mean, if we're lucky, maybe it gets hit by the end. Oh no.
It is a horrific, like snarling, gurgling fish man with arms and claws, and it's just, yeah, we go to initiative.
You should really have broken that thing before.
No, you don't do that. That's rude.
Let's
All
make
right.
another statue further south. Maybe that's a.
Guys, don't leave me now. 13 is exactly average. All right. Oh no, it's faster.
Oops, sword. There we go.
Eleran, there's a here monster.
I would, yeah. Elrond is over there, but I guess he wasn't surprised. Something bad was going to happen.
I knew something bad was going
Gold
to happen.
statue box.
So the question is, so all right.
I don't know what is going to happen, but it's probably bad. So
So I can.
Well, yeah, at the top of the round, I'll just say the acid falls, which hits the entire room. Anyone who starts their turn inside this room, the area here, will take 10 acid damage.
okay. So if we keep that monster in there, blocking the door.
All right. So from here, I don't think I can see it.
No.
No.
No, we're gonna run. You shouldn't come in here.
Yeah, which is why I was going to say. In that case, I.
You could stand at the end of the corridor and ready an action to fire.
If you want to keep the monster in there, then
I will come to here, and I will ready my action to shoot at the beast
All
that
right.
is apparently coming.
The beast. Yes, the acid hits, which means that he will take the damage. Here.
400 fishmen.
Then he'll roar something in a gurgly, blurby voice, looking very intently at the box as he will launch at Snapping Branch, trying to destroy her to claim what is his.
What's in the box?
What's in the
Behold, it
box?
shall be petrified.
Yes, he is a quite powerful monster and has 3 attacks.
It does.
So he will do 1 with his bite.
That hits.
Yep, 1 with his claws.
She's gonna half the damage of the bite.
Yep.
That's 16 so far.
Yep. And let's see here. His trident.
That is a miss.
Oh. Yes.
011.
I don't know. This is something odd with the attack macro.
So she takes 16.
Yorgos.
What's the plan here?
Run! We're gonna fight it in Norway, not in this room.
Well, wouldn't it be better to fight like here?
I mean, sure.
Right, because he currently is going to come closer, and if you say run, then you know. What's my movement speed actually? I think I have 40. That barbarian speed. So Jonas, could you define the room? Is this in the room or outside the room?
You're safe there.
Okay.
The room starts like right here.
All right, then I think this is the place I want to be.
Yeah.
I'll go here, and we gonna fight this thing, or we gonna leave it?
No, we're gonna fight it.
Kill, right? I don't know.
Yeah.
It has a trident. Maybe that.
It does have a trident.
I don't know. It's my last rage of the day, though.
Yeah.
I really want to invest. I guess I do. I don't want to be killed by this thing. So, yeah, we'll enter rage, and as part of the movement, I can bring out a weapon for free. So,
Yes.
we'll chuck a javelin at the thing.
Sure.
You know, see how it likes it. Like that. 7,
That's a miss.
1. So, man, that was a crit on the advantage too.
Yeah.
Oh well.
Snapping Branch.
Alright, standard action to disengage. Bonus action to deposit some caltrops, like right in front of it. and move action to run the fuck away.
Okay then.
Oh god.
Yeah.
Actually,
You do take the 10 ongoing, or like the 10 acid. That's sort of.
yes. Yeah, she'll move here. She'll take another 10. That's fine. Actually, she'll even use her trait to double her speed this round and go like, yeah.
Zing.
Well,
Stepper just launching past.
stay, fight it. Ah.
Beldas.
How'd you pull that one of tricks you have? Is it?
Hmm.
He's big.
Semi is a monstrosity, not humanoid yet.
He is a monstrosity, yes.
Alright, give me a sec. Alright, Beldas will put a... How do I do like a...
Wait, let's see. You say humanoid?
Yes.
He is a humanoid.
Alright. First then, Beldas will cast Grease here.
Okay.
Anything that enters will need to do reflex save or fall prone. But it is
Okay.
also difficult terrain. He will stay where he is.
Okay. Eleran.
Well, fuck.
Do it, do it.
Oh yeah, I really didn't want to expend more spells, but I feel like I should to hurt this thing.
I'm out of rages stuff at this point, so.
Yeah, so I will come down here.
Mm-hmm.
I will cast Zephyr Strike, and I will shoot it. Yeah. Oof, that damage. That damage is not right.
Okay.
That first one should have that much. So 9 and 12.
Yes.
Presuming a 19 hits.
It does.
So 21 piercing.
Yes. So Hagen creature is hit and does not like it.
And because Zephyr Strike, I'll be back over here.
Alright. As Hagen Baron launches forward, he must have the box. So you step on the caltrops.
Right, that's a dex save.
Okay.
He also takes acid, right?
Yes, he does take acid.
Alright, he makes the save, which means he can just move.
Okay. He moves
Dex
into
save.
the booth.
He falls prone.
And I get to swing my halberd. Oh. How does that hit?
But it does, yes.
Oh, well, and because I didn't hit on my turn, I get to have that undone.
Ow. Ow, ow, ow. Poor Hagen just want his box. This was
This
not
was
supposed
our
to
box. He should have said something then.
be. Well,
No, dude, I'll save you. It'll be better for you forever.
he will then, crawl forward, gurgling something, his gutter language.
It's difficult terrain as well, so...
Yeah.
So it's difficult terrain. Well, I don't know if it's stack. Probably not. But
Crawling into difficult terrain takes triple movement.
triple movement then. He can't go that far, then he
No,
can.
he can't. Then he'll lay on the ground here and try to stab Yorgos with his with his trident.
He's got that 10 feet reach.
Yes. Eh,
9.
9
No.
does not hit.
no, he's
He
not
is prone, so he has disadvantage on his attacks, I believe. I'm not sure.
What's the matter
I have
with this
advantage to hit him, don't I?
If you're within 5 feet.
Oh, well, I won't be.
Yeah, I know.
Well, actually, I'm within his reach, right?
You are within his reach.
So I can do like a cheeky little go there and then attack and then go back.
No, you can't. You can't really do this, Skip. I think.
I also don't really want to be the acid, but you know what? He's gonna get hit anyway. Does he have extra defenses being further away than 5 feet? Is that how it
No.
works?
No,
No.
it's disadvantage range, advantage 5 feet. Otherwise, you're fine.
All right. Well, we'll see. Swing, swing.
The
Swing.
second and third one is a hit.
All right. Then the second one will have
Okay, for a total of
26.
Ouch, 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 ouch. Blah.
Alright.
So how
Yeah, as it lays down there in the grease, gurgling,
Yeah.
brings the helmet down to top of his head.
Yeah, it's just the acid just sizzles at it and eats away and just.
And then he just stirs up more because he's very raging right now. So
Yeah, you
Getting
can
angry.
hack at this Hagen
Grrr.
creature over there.
he doesn't really go into the acid and grease though. It seems like a bad time.
Oh, it fall face first into the acid. Bad.
In the slump against the wall a little bit. Whew, he's been very angry these last.
It's a lot of
hours.
anger. Yeah.
He's kind of out of anger. He can't really care that much. Can he use his helmet to reach out and drag the thing close
Sure. I mean, sure. Bleh.
so he can see if it has anything on it without getting acid all over him.
It has its trident, but doesn't seem to be very magical in any sense.
I mean, it's a trident. Those are kind of cool.
Yeah. I mean, you can get a trident.
Okay. Just take a look at what trident does. He did throw a javelin in there. It's not really going to go in to get that back.
No.
Maybe a trident can replace. Yeah, that can be thrown.
You can, yeah.
A little shorter.
Does
Yeah,
Savvy Ranch plan to patch herself up, or is
I'm
Beldas
good.
with the ways?
Yeah, she'll patch herself up.
Alright.
Use another healer's kit for 13.
More
Or
javelins.
not 13 damage. Yeah.
Trident. Go. Who knows when that'll come in handy?
Yes, indeed.
Stick it on his back. Broad.
So
Doesn't need to be quickly drawn right now.
It's a very nice Sahagin make trident.
Yeah. We
Very
could
good
poke
at making
his head with
tridents.
So about this box,
Yes.
it has a lock, which means it can be opened.
Yes.
Which I feel like is something Stepping Branch can totally do, even without a key.
Uh-huh.
She can make her own key.
Yes.
Uh,
You may
so
pick
she would
the
like to
lock.
try that.
Yes, you may pick the lock.
Can I get a guidance from Beldas?
Yeah, of course you can.
23.
Well, the lock clicks open. Does she open the box?
I mean, boxes
Oh,
are meant to be
pleasure.
open. Yeah. Yeah, she'll have a peek inside.
All right. Inside the box is the dry, withered, and shriveled heart of something or someone.
Nice.
Hmm.
You can.
Honestly,
You could swear you could hear a faint beat coming from it.
I'm a bit unsure what to do with that information, but suppose we own a heart now.
Bring it back to the thing that said it missed it.
Does it look like a dwarven heart? How does a dwarven heart look?
You have no idea.
I have no
really.
idea.
Beldas.
You take a look.
Let's do that now, and then we can investigate further this hallway later.
Yeah, sure. It's quite a distance, though. It's
a
sort
trip.
of. Yeah,
It's a trip. Yeah.
it's a trip. I guess we
Beldas says like,
investigate those big doors later.
sure.
Yeah. I mean,
Uh,
he's fought out a little bit now. You know,
Yeah.
he's not so hungry for battle. He's had a good daily fill.
Yes.
What's up, Valky?
I'm tempted to do something, but I don't know if I want to do it.
Eat it.
No, I don't have it anyway. Nah, it's fine. Never mind. Also, come follow. I'm afraid to do checks now because I rolled sub 6 like the entire session. So,
If you don't roll, you might know, but just not think of it.
yeah.
If you do roll, you might not know.
I'll go back up.
Did we? Oh, I guess we have to go this way. Didn't unlock it.
Yeah, it's. But I.
The door is bolted, but obviously you can bolt it from one side open, right?
I mean, it is like hammered shut with planks.
Okay, that's different.
Doesn't fuck.
Bolted.
bolted
All
up.
right.
Barricades. Alright.
Just gonna move quickly and assume that Jonah's gonna stop me if there's anything bad in the way.
Yeah, I will.
We do. I've got a heart, don't have a face. So let's go south.
We didn't finish looking. Oh, okay, sure. We don't want to do this first.
Yeah, we don't really want to go into unexplored territory while we're pretty tapped out.
Makes sense.
Like your spell slots can't be looking great either.
They're not. No, you're right.
Is the weird heart like doing anything differently as we get close to here?
Not really. You can still hear a faint beat coming from it.
Oh, When I decided to start delving into unexplored, potentially dangerous places to recover the goodies inside, I never thought that I would carry a shriveled heart to a corpse.
I mean, if you find no use for it, or even after we're done with it, that might make a good thing in your museum.
Potentially, but the problem is I need to know what it is. I can't just say, oh, look at this shriveled, beating heart that I know nothing about. I don't want to make up the things I talk about. Like, that would be disingenuous.
Yorgos nods and gestures to the body, like.
Beldas recalls that he had to speak in Draconic or something to get it to do something last time.
Could you retell us this room, Jonas?
I can. I just need to look through my notes a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
Well, yes. Yes. Like over the corpse here in Draconic was written "Talk to me," and you did a little bit of necromancy to speak to the corpse.
Yeah.
To which it said, "Look for the little dwarfs under the mountain. One of them hides the keys in my heart."
Well, Mr. Dwarf, we skipped the key part and have a heart, which
The,
it would
the
be
corpse is a tiefling.
Oh, tiefling it was, right?
Missing a heart?
Maybe there's dwarf skulls in the skull room.
Maybe.
It's a lot of
I mean,
skulls.
Snapping Branch is sort of gonna pour out the box so that the heart falls onto the corpse.
Alright, shriveled heart falls onto the corpse. As it touches the corpse sort of slumps and falls to the side and like goes to pieces a little bit.
Wow.
Nothing really seems to happen. Then there's a stirring.
It's not.
And you hear a faint whisper coming from the corpse. My heart beats. There seems to be some sort of presence in the corpse at the moment.
Okay.
Well,
Was this
you're
speaking in
welcome.
common or?
Yes, it is speaking in common.
You're welcome. We went through quite some trouble to get this heart.
There's no real reply. It seems that the corpse with the dead shriveled heart also has gone through some troubles.
How do we go down to the next level?
There's a shimmering. And he says, "There is a passage down, hidden in the room with the maps."
It's bad when we don't
I would've
know
never
of a room
guessed.
with maps. Oh, that map room. Oh,
The map room.
oh,
Yeah.
it's just imagery. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
It leads further into the dungeon levels, but the door down is locked. Apprentices can use the gates to travel the dungeon. You must go down the stairs. Find the one who holds the key.
Find stairs, get the key, use the portal further down.
Sense.
Hmm.
Who? How? How did you get in this situation?
I was cast out of Dwemer Core. I used the gate to the north to escape. It destroyed itself. The master caught me here, so close to the surface. He took my heart and put it away so I could never find release.
Then now I hope you find some rest.
Is there anything else you can help us with or inform us of about this place?
The creature hovers a little bit and says, "If you wish to ask questions about this place, you must find the mask, the bronze face."
Where?
It is hidden somewhere north of here.
That makes sense. Yeah.
And with that, the light inside the skull flickers. And then you can hear a faint, "Thank you, heroes. Beware the master. Beware the black cloak." And then he snuffs out. The heart has stopped beating.
It would seem the mirrors are where we'll find this bronze face.
So I actually didn't understand his story very much.
I believe he was an apprentice in whatever academy this Black Cloak runs, but he didn't like it, tried to escape, blew up the portal over there. She points like sort of north. And got ambushed here and cursed, his heart hidden away, guarded by Sagwin because the Mad Mage felt like it. That's about it.
I suppose that makes sense.
It is actually quite a fascinating story. I mean, I can't so much display a potentially rotting heart, but this box might just be enough. It's not the most amazing thing. It was too easy to access, but it's actually a quite promising start. Imagine if I filled my museum with dozens of these pieces, each having some tragic, magical, and epic story to it that I could. Oh,
The heart seems to be quite desiccated. Like it is so dry that it will probably last until Armageddon.
perhaps I should display the heart after all.
In
It
the
might be a bit
box.
too gross, though.
Well, I think many things that are going to be worth displaying from here are going to be strange or gross.
At least you have a box for
sorry.
it, Snapping Branch.
I'll just take both and see what I feel about most strongly. I
You may add it to your inventory.
Yes. I don't think we could liquidate either of these items, so I hope you don't mind me taking them.
Go ahead.
Shrug doesn't care.
Alright.
Let's see. Well, on the way up then, if we're going back up,
Yes.
Beldas
We could.
to stop at the crossroads in the middle here, and perhaps venture to the left towards the mirrors.
What? No, don't go there ever. It's bad.
Well, if we are to find how to get down, we need to find this face. This face is presumably there.
Oh no, it says to find the face first.
Yes.
I believe the face would be further north.
It might be that you require the face to pass through that area safely.
I remember when I came here the first time. That place was worse than the vampires by far. They stated. Then again, we killed them all. So, what do they know?
Perhaps
you have
we could.
experience, then I will defer to you. We will go further.
Perhaps we could call it a day and continue exploring with our other favorite dwarf tomorrow.
Exactly good.
We could rest.
Sure.
Yeah, let's return to the tavern.
Okay.
Yeah. Snapping
Yeah,
Rush
really
test
good.
with like acid burns and cuts. Like,
Alright. You may then copy your tokens and move them back up to the yawning portal. Each of those ones up
Pay
here.
a gold piece
Pay a gold piece for the privilege. Yep.
per man, right?
Yep. Per man.
Right. Gold piece. Portal. Down. Let's be honest, he's gotta be over here. Great storyteller.
You know, he will.
You're just gonna tell his tale of what happened
Yeah,
today.
no. Volo will happily inquire about the latest development in adventure going
Found a
down.
shriveled heart. And
Oh yes, he
Bleeding
wants.
enemy.
He definitely wants to hear that story.
Yeah.
That seems very interesting, actually.
there's a four-armed fish monster, and it got destroyed. It was his brave strike,
Yeah.
Stand up and like demonstrate, like knocking over
Oh
the
yeah, no.
footstool. And
He is suitably impressed for sure. For sure. You can retreat to your tavern and you can take a long rest up here. That is perfectly fine.
I'll pay my 2 gold upkeep.
Yep.
speaking of gold, we found a bit, right?
And I will heal my character.
Yes.
What with that long of time? What's this wand? I'm sure you can figure it out all the time.
Yes. The wand is a wand of secrets.
Oh,
The wand has 3 charges. While holding it, you can use an action to expend one of its charges, and if a secret door or a trap is within 30 feet of you, the wand pulses and points to the one nearest to you. The wand regains 1d3 expended charges at dawn each day.
it's a regenerating wand.
Yes.
The thief wand. Now we have it.
I mean, spotting traps and doors usually isn't the problem. It's figuring
Opening
out
them.
how they work and opening them.
Yeah.
I mean,
Well-
sometimes you're like, is there like one of these blind paths or one of these weird cupboards everywhere?
Mhm.
How
Yeah.
did I actually find out? I don't think that's dumb.
No,
No, it's a guaranteed success on a check. I mean, to find one, that's fine.
definitely helps.
I mean, there's going to be like DC 30 trap things too, just so we want to go every inch.
Hmm.
Can be very slow.
Question about wand use. Do you have to be a specific class to use it, or can anyone use a wand?
You do have to be a specific class, I believe.
As long as you can cast spells, I think you can use the wand. We'll go with that for now. And since you're both cleric and wizard, the problem.
Sorcerer, warlock, or wizard.
Yeah.
Wait, no, that's just for arcane focus. I don't know.
I would say if you can wield arcane spells, you can use this wand.
Anyone can use a wand as long as they know the command word. D&D 5th edition doesn't have a skill for use magic device, so as long as an item doesn't have an attunement restriction, anyone can use it.
There you go.
Does it have a attunement restriction?
Does not.
Do you want it cheap?
Sure.
Take it.
Yeah, some items specifically say, oh, you need to be a druid or you need to be a spellcaster, and I guess those that don't can be used by anyone.
Yeah, take it. You're the most likely to be looking for them, so you might as well have it.
Alright. Wand of Secrets. Free checks. Or free, out of free, 1d free, recheck. Because the thief also has a thing where I can eventually ignore those restrictions.
Mm-hmm. That's pretty good.
So if there's like a druid stuff, you can
Yeah.
use that eventually somehow.
Something about like, yes, I've read about this.
Yeah.
Awesome. Well, that is it for the session then. And we
Yeah.
will resume next time.
I think we did good.
Yeah.
I should think so.
Yeah.
For sure.
Should we share money or just make sure that?
As far as I know, we haven't done that yet, so I don't think there's a point doing it when I don't know
you
what
have.
Grimmith has.
You
Oh,
have
have
to
we?
have money.
Oh,
Did
we
it
did.
last time.
Yeah.
How much did you share?
It was posted in the thing, I think. Yep.
Oh,
Every
okay.
PC received 50.
74.4, right?
No, that's
Oh,
mine.
No, that was in addition to whatever Valky got.
Every PC received 50 gold pieces.
Alright. I did not that, so that's actually... Oh, shit. Well, okay, thanks. Well, 16 remains, so I'll sort that
No,
out.
don't count that figure. That's in Grimmith got that. I don't know. We just want to be able to merge the pools somehow.
I'll talk to him during the week, and we'll
Well,
put
he's
it in.
writing something now.
We'll just send them.
So. Yeah. How much did we get though? Looking at filthy rich now.
Give me a sec.
Live like kings.
Listen, about those things, they're overrated. Stressful.
Okay. Sell the ring. How does silver convert? Is it like 10 per gold? Or...
10 silver per gold.
Alright. So we have... It's 5 of us. 5. 38 each. And there's like 4 left over.
Okay, I'm gonna add 38 then.
What the hell? Oh, right, you're watching the stream. Don't creep me out like that, that's weird.
Good work, team. Good work, adventure party.
How is there only 4?
And yet, the first floor of the dungeon still has secrets.
Yeah, I bet it does. And probably we'll ever find all of them.
It's so large and there's like 28 of them.
How do you?
So we're only halfway to level 6. Wow. I
Yeah.
guess we haven't actually fought that much, all things considered.
We're
There's
exploring.
been a lot of looking indoors and that.
And then looking indoors and going,
Hmm.
and then going, I'm never going into that hall of mirrors. Although, you know, the text on the wall was sort of inclining, like on the wall on the side down the hallway, so maybe that means you need to go down there to find a face. Who can say? Maybe
So-
someone should go down there and check.
Mhm.
I mean, we know there's another place that needs a bronze face, so you know, I feel like that's probably the same.
That's what the
Same
ghost just
bronze.
told you.
Also, just looking at the map, there's a whole lot to the north, there's a whole lot to the west, a whole lot to the south that we've explored, but there's nothing to the east yet. So we might have like another entire quarter or something.
I don't consider that each of these might be an A4 page, so it's not
Sure.
necessarily square, and it's
You do know there's a secret door to the south east there that you have not been able to open yet.
southeast. Where?
Wait, where?
By that goblin
There's
camp.
this one, yeah.
Oh, that one, yeah. I mean, can we just go back and try again at some point?
Yes, you sure can. I would say every time you have a long rest, you can make another attempt.
We go down there, have a think, and if we can't
Just
figure
wait
out what
until
it is,
like
we just
in
well,
like
I
in like a
imagine-
year when there's like 53 doors we have to go try every time.
I imagine like Snapping Branch goes home every day, like reads in the library, being like, God damn it, I need to find
Yeah.
in like the great Tabaxi book of roguing. See if you could like figure out how to open a damn thing. Like she goes down there and make like sketches of the door and like the mechanisms and
She has like all 5 edition of the Encyclopedia Dory Opener.
yeah. The her many butlers have to like construct fake doors with a similar mechanism that you can train on. Get these 10 gold per day to work for you.
I do imagine that the people she employs, which she does, like as per her lifestyle, she has servants. They are used to some weird requests.
I can imagine.
Like one day she invited one of her like society friends, and she didn't like the guest she invited, but she knows that said guest really dislikes like rabbits for some reason. So she had all her servants replace all the decorations with something rabbit related before their visit.
Yes. Very good, Miss Branch. Just the butler as he goes about to decorate rabbits.
Of course, wearing a rabbit costume while doing it.
Yeah, of course. Because he has to.
I mean, they're paid well. It's not like they're being exploited. It's just
You know.
they've got a stable job.
Well, how is her economy now again?
It so far it's been stable.
It's holding remarkably stable. I'm going to delete your old tokens in the dungeon. Hopefully I can now save this map without it crashing, but you might want to save your tokens first, just in case.
I
I did
I did not yet.
like 60 times per session.
Yes.
Just, you know, when you're not doing anything, just save it.
Where even is the folder? There it is. Alright, saved.
Awesome. Is everyone ready for me to try to save this thing?
Yep.
Alright. It's a success.
Oh my god.
We did it! did it.
We managed to
The
save something.
madman!
Who thought we could do it?
My God!
It's impossible.
You're delving deeper into the dungeon, although it is mostly horizontal, as everyone has
Yeah.
pointed out now. Well, yeah, here we go.
100% completion. 2 years.
Yeah, we're working on it. We'll get there. Yeah, I'm curious to see what happens next time because you are certainly getting into the inner parts of this level, which is exciting for the DM.
Hmm.
It's over, and starting to find the weird stuff.
Yeah, I mean, lots to prep, right?
Yeah,
3 layers.
a lot of stuff going on. All right. Well, in that case, we shall end it here. I will go to bed. So I am tired.
Yeah.
All right. Thanks,
Thanks
guys,
for
for
the
the session.
session. Yeah.
I'll
Catch
catch
you
you
guys
later.
later.
Fun.
Yeah, thanks, guys.
Good night.
All right.
Right.